Visit mjwrightconstruction.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Tums River.
A Town Square media station. Welcome to Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Tonight's game is presented by Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Perfect for game day catering. Empowered by Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer on the border of Brick and Lakewood.
Participating sponsors include Seaview Orthopedic and Medical Associates, your #1 choice for sports injuries and concussion management.
Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years.
And Moe's Southwest Grill in the Kohl's Shopping Center, Tums River.
Now here's Matt Harmon, Kevin Williams, and Ed Sarluca with Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football.
On Ocean County's hometown station, 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
It has always been one of the best locations in the Shore Conference, Detweiler Stadium, the campus of Tums River High School South, for the first of the inter matchups in the downtown Tums River area. With Kevin Williams and Ed Sarluca, I'm Matt Harmon. Welcome to Week 3 high school football action here in Ocean County, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. We come to you live at 92.7 WOBM and at ShoreSportsNetwork.com. We'll get to Ed in just a second. Kevin, you look at the records for both of these teams, and it's obvious somebody is in desperate need of a win. Both of these teams coming in at 0-2.
And Matt, obviously for both these teams on their schedule, this is a game they figure going into the season, we've got to win that one to have any kind of season, and that is the situation. Both off to 0-2 starts, have not been all that competitive in a couple of those games, and tonight they come in here looking to get a W. Now, the Indians of South, the home team, they've won this game 6 straight years, including 20-15 last year. However, the Raiders still lead the overall series 20-18. This is the 39th consecutive year these two teams have played. So even though with the Shore Conference realignment, good news for them, they're in the same division, so they keep the rivalry going.
A couple of lineup issues for Tums River South that we'll get to just prior to kickoff. But Kevin, you know, we've been doing this for a long time. If you're 0-2, it's usually that Week 3 game, right? If you can survive it and pick up a win, maybe you have some hope for down later in the season. But if you come out 0-3, you might be looking ahead to 2019.
Boy, I'll tell you, Matt, you couldn't have said it any better. Really, the winner of this game figures they have a shot to salvage a season. Hey, we've got a W. Let's turn things around. The loser really comes out of here tonight licking their wounds, wondering where do we go from here.
I know there are 2 guys in the broadcast, probably 3 if I count myself as well. I was a little bit ready for fall as the calendar turning at least officially from summer to fall. Kevin's upset about it. One guy that I know is upset about it is our guy down on the field. Let's check in with the coach, Ed Sarluca. Ed, perfect night for football as you kind of make that transition from summer into fall, and as we said, both of these teams just desperate for a victory.
Well, I will say this, Matt. I did spend a couple days on the beach this week, probably the last time that I will hit the beach. It was beautiful, but as you said, you know, in each of our first 3 games this year in the 2018 season, the weather on Friday night has been spectacular. Tonight is no difference, probably the best of the 3. I mean, you know, other than the field conditions, you know, this is a weathered carpet that we're playing on tonight. This carpet is about 13 years old. It's in need of repair, and that's the only negative as far as this setting for this Southeast rivalry. And by the way, it's a great rivalry. I was a part of it for so many years, and you're right. Nobody wants to play an 0-2 team. Just so happens that both of them are playing an 0-2 team.
Both teams have made their way onto the field. A tradition here when the Tums River schools play each other. Both bands come out for the national anthem. We'll take you right up to that. You have got Tums River South in the all whites tonight with the maroon. The Raiders of Tums River East in the all black with the white helmets. Kevin, in terms of just the divisional matchup of this particular game, you know, both teams off to rocky starts. You know that, but salvaging a win here tonight, I think it gives both of these teams tremendous life moving forward. And each, if you look at their 0-2 records, one has had a blowout, and both teams have played a close game as well.
Correct. The Raiders coming off a pretty good game against Ocean, losing 14-9 last week after being crushed by powerful Long Branch in Week 1. After tonight, they do the Red Bank Gauntlet, Red Bank Catholic and Red Bank. Meanwhile, Tums River South has already done that. They've played those two teams, losing badly to the Caseys last week, 45-7. No shame there. They're the top-ranked team in the Shore Sports Network top 10, and losing to the Bucks of Red Bank in their opener, 21-6. And the next 2 weeks after this, they go on the road. Actually, the next 3 weeks, Matt, South is on the road against Long Branch, Ocean, and Tums River North. Again, both teams, same story. They need to get a W tonight.
Tums River South, a South Jersey Group 4 school. Tums River East, a South Jersey Group 4 school. So both of these teams within the same state group as well. We will take a timeout, our first one of the evening. Step out for the national anthem. When we come back, we will have the opening kickoff, the annual rivalry. It's the first of 3 meetings between the Tums River schools. Tonight, we've got Tums River South playing host to Tums River East. It is our Ocean County football game of the week, brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill sub above. The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
The word is out, and so is the awesome brunch spread at the Melting Pot every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Melting Pot. It's not your ordinary brunch. Check this out. Delicious Alpine Benedict fondue, French toast fondue, buttermilk chicken and waffles, mouth-watering sandwiches, burrata melon salad, and if you're 21 or older, enjoy a complimentary mimosa. Yes, it's brunch and it's on. The Melting Pot, now open every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located in the Galleria, Two Bridge Avenue, Red Bank. Book your experience today.
Hey, Chrissy, where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching? Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS. Corolla 5189 and RAV4 4988 due at signing. $0 security deposit. Excludes tax, tag title, 439 doc fee. 10K miles per year. Ends 9/30/2018.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
It's tailgate time right now at Gateway Toyota. Drive new 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive. Your choice. Only $139 a month. $139 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
TomsRiverGatewayToyota.com. Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
On 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
The Jersey Mike's Game of the Week on 92.7 WOBM on the Shore Sports Network is powered by Jersey Mike's. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party. Even if your team doesn't win, your mouth will. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer, is the exclusive auto sponsor of our Game of the Week. They are Toyota World of Lakewood. On the border of Brick and Lakewood, shop them 24/7 at LakewoodToyota.com.
We've got the great crew of the Shore Sports Network tonight. Scott back in the studios, which we'd probably throw a rock and be able to hit the studios. It's a game that is right up the road from where the studios are. We've got Brad Biaroscano here. We've got Greg Lerner here. We've got Vin Ebino here. Kevin, Matt, and Ed calling the game for you tonight, 92.7 WOBM, and streaming live video at ShoreSportsNetwork.com. Captains making their way to midfield. We will carry the opening coin toss for you, as we always like to do. As we mentioned in our open, last win for Tums River East in this intertown rivalry, 2011. They took that game 13-3.
Football. All right, do me a favor, Captain, shake hands. Okay, East, you guys are the visitor. We're going to call you black. South, you're the home team. We're going to call you white. Okay? White talks to white. Black talks to black. Okay? Understood? Thank you. All right? I'm Mr. Mullen. I'm the referee for tonight. This is Mr. Brown. He's going to be the umpire. We have Mr. LaCrasse. He's going to be the back judge. Mr. Frigoletti, he is the head linesman. Mr. Federer, who is your line judge. Okay? There's the coin. There's a heads. That's a tails. Heads. Tails. Heads. Heads he calls.
That's East making the call of heads.
Heads. Defer. You want to defer. East has won, and they defer. You want the ball. Which ball do you want to defer?
Okay, East won it and deferred, Matt, as you saw. The Indians will have the ball first.
Ed, do me a favor. Get the referee's full name if you can.
Well, his last name is Moen, Mr. Moen.
Yeah, I want his first name.
Okay.
Yeah, his full
I
name.
will.
They didn't have a card next door, so just in case we have to refer to him during tonight's game. By the way, Matt, the coin toss was brought to you by Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Visit bumrogerstavern.com.
Raiders in the all black with the white helmets, white numerals, East across the front of the jersey. Tums River South in the all white, the maroon numbers on the front and the back of the jersey. They've got white pants, the white helmet, and the word South across the front of the jersey.
Classy move. The captains went to the other side of the field and shook hand with the other team's head coach. I like that.
Both teams.
Both teams.
Both teams, exactly. I thought I was very impressed with the head referee, John Mullen, tonight, who, by the way, explained everything explicitly about 45 minutes before the game as far as the sportsmanship rules and everything, so that he could only do the coin toss ceremony, which he just did very well.
Damola Fasikin is back deep for Tums River South. It will be the Indians who will start with the football here, along with number 6, Jalen Hibbert. Set to kick off for Tums River East is number 19, Nick Costa. He will put the ball a couple of steps to the left of the right hash mark. At the 40-yard line, we are set and ready for action.
And when South gets the ball, Matt, you'll go over those lineup changes, some major lineup changes for the Indians tonight, especially on offense.
Beautiful moon off to our right, slight breeze coming across the field from the right corner to the opposite left corner. Here we go, East and South. We are up and running week 3 of the high school football season. Hibbert back inside his own 10-yard line, 15 out to the 20. He is quickly tackled there by Frankie Gianetti, number 44. Here goes the Tums River South offense. It is the changes that we anticipated taking place. The senior Sam Conover will move into the quarterback spot tonight because of an upper body injury for the normal starter, that being sophomore quarterback Jack Huber, who might be available to hold tonight if needed. Jalen Hibbert in the backfield with Matt Carlson. Sam Akinlolu will be the main running back. Tyler Matteo at one wide receiver. Nashawn Small will play the other. Jorian Harris out of tonight's game. He is a playmaking threat for Tums River South. There's a Raider player down right now as well. Up front, Ben Scordato and Tyler Papamidas, the 2 tackles. Shane Watkins and Shane Coffey are the 2 guards, and Mark Monacchio is the center. Kevin, let's focus while we've got a second here with a Raider player down. Those couple of changes really do impact what South wants to do.
Well, Conover was a quarterback previously at Tums River South, and actually going into last year, the thought was he would be the quarterback. He had a shoulder injury going into the season, really never allowed him to play quarterback, so they moved him back to the slot, and that's when Jack Huber sort of got thrust into the situation as a freshman, playing more than you might have expected. But now with the injury to Huber, Conover goes back to quarterback. He's a senior. He's a co-captain, a true leader on this team. Very intelligent player. They are very confident with him at that spot. I would think we'll see a lot of the ball on the ground with him in that spot, but they do have packages where he'll throw it. Matt Carlson will take his spot in the slot, and of course you said Nashawn Small starts at wide receiver for Jorian Harris. Jorian Harris not with the team tonight.
Tums River East running a 3-4 defense. Elias Solorzano, Vincent Crescio, and Joe Ganella, the guys up front. Double slot set. On the ground, it's Conover to keep it. Nice little burst of speed off the right side. He'll be close to a first down, out to the 30, about a yard shy, bring up a 2nd down and 1. Yusuf Ahmed with the tackle. He's one of the outside linebackers. Anthony Canto-Giannis, the other. Frankie Gianetti, inside linebacker, with Stephen Carr. Nick Totten and Mike Madera, the 2 corners. Tommy Brandy and Nassim Davis are the 2 safeties. Up and going here at Detweiler Stadium. 40 seconds in, second play from scrimmage. Man in motion this time is Hibbert. He'll get the pitch to the short side at the 30, stays behind his blocker, goes to the east sideline. He will have a first down as he gets pushed out of bounds around the 34-yard line, about a 5-yard pickup and enough to move the chains in 2 plays.
Well, as we say just about every week when we see the Flexbone offense, it's a tough offense to defend in only a few days of practice during preparation week. That's what East has got to deal with tonight.
Conover under center. 1st and 10, left hash mark at the 34-yard line. Counterplay inside, it's Hibbert. He's got some room to the far sideline. Flag has been thrown right in the direction of what would be an illegal block.
It's going to be on Nashon Small, the wide receiver. That's going to wipe out a pretty good play.
Was thrown about 6 yards down the field. See if it's a hold, which is a spot foul, and it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's only probably going to go back to almost the line of scrimmage. It looks like it was right about at the first down marker where that hold occurred.
Hibbert is a very interesting story, Matt. He's a senior. This is the first time he's made it to the field. The last 2 years, he suffered season-ending injuries before the opening kickoff of the season. But he's apparently healthy now. He's had knee problems, recovered, and they think he can really add something to the offense.
Well, that's called perseverance. Sometimes easier to just say not meant to be. 1st and 10 after the penalty. Inside carry. It is Hibbert who comes forward. Check it. That was Akinlolu who had the carry. 9-yard gain between the tackles out to the 44-yard line. Giannetti on the stop.
Of course, Frank Giannetti, a familiar name. We'll get to it right after this play as South is going no huddle right here.
And just enough to move the chain. Second first down of the drive. Ball sitting 44-yard line. Conover under center. He'll run the option, give it inside to Akinlolu. Dropped for a yard loss in the backfield. Giannetti again on the tackle.
Well, Giannetti is, of course, the son of one of the East coaches and former player at Tums River, an East All-State player. Went on to have a tremendous career at Penn State University and then in the NFL. So he's got some good blood in him, Matt.
He's already had his number called a couple of times so far here tonight. He is a junior. Movement up front. I believe this will go against Tums River East, who went through the neutral zone. It'll be an offside on the Raiders and push the ball forward 5 yards.
Father's NFL career, Matt, was cut short by an injury. Played for the Indianapolis Colts.
And also the Miami Dolphins, in which he tore his biceps.
Yep.
And that's what
career
ended
ending in his case, yeah.
9:40 and running here, opening quarter. Still the first drive of the game. Here's the inside carry again. Akinlolu bouncing and shifting his way to the near sideline, the south sideline, into Raider territory. Tripped up at the 38-yard line by Nassim Davis, but not after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, we have seen Akinlolu have some big nights here on this field, and so far tonight he's off.
That young offensive line, 4 underclassmen on offensive line, firing off the ball, doing a nice job on this opening drive.
Man in motion is Hibbert. He'll get to the pitch, far side. Makes one tackler miss. Bouncing it to the sideline. Tripped up inside the 35, around the 33-yard line. Gain of about 5 will leave the Indians 2nd and 5. So far, Kevin, this Indian offense looking pretty sharp.
Well, they're going to certainly keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. They would have done that even with Huber, but certainly with Conover running the attack. The ground game will be essential, and whoever wins that battle up front will probably come out of here with their first win of the season. 2nd
down and a long 4. Under center is Conover. Trips off to the right side. Conover going to keep it. Quarterback dive off the right side. Gets to the 29.5-yard line. A little shy of a first down.
You know, when you lose your starting quarterback, That team, that offense is really hurt. However, as Kevin said, Conover has played quarterback, and that certainly helps the Indians. So far, he's done an outstanding job reading.
3rd down and a half a yard. Slot men either direction. Here's the give to Akinlolu, just pushing the pile forward. Good charge by the interior players of Tums River South. Kevin, we talked about the lineup changes for the Indians. I picked up on one other one. Mark Manacchio, who's listed as the center, is in uniform but not fully dressed tonight. I see him just in a jersey. Looks like number 72, Jordan McCormick, who's a big player, 6'3", 295, is playing at the center spot tonight for Tums River South.
Well, that's one we didn't get.
1st and 10 from the Raider 23. Conover, reverse option. He'll keep it. Bounce off a tackler or two inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14. 9-yard pickup. Ed, what's been so impressive so far is not just moving the chains. You're talking about 7, 8, 9 yards every first down.
Yeah, when you have a 2nd and 2 or a 2nd and 1, that makes the offense flow pretty efficiently.
Hibbert on one side, Carlson on the other. Quick give inside for Akinlolu. Short gain, but enough for the first down to the 12-yard line. About a 5-minute drive so far, 7:11 remaining in the opening quarter.
Now, these teams played here last year, right? We did that game. We were here last year, and I believe that young man number 4 was our player of the game.
Yes, he was.
Yep. So, as you said, he's had some big games here.
This is Sam Akinlolu, senior running back listed on the roster, 5'10", 180 pounds.
Yeah, East is on their heels right now, getting dominated up front by the young Indian line.
1st and 10. Got to get to the 2-yard line for a first down. Trip to the right side. Quick pitch. Akinlolu dashing inside. 5 down to the goal line. Touchdown. Tums River South went inside out, a little dip of the shoulder. Nobody touched him on his way to the end zone, and a flag will fly out as well in the end zone. I would think this is going to be some sort of celebration penalty.
I believe it was on East. It's definitely an unsportsmanlike. Oh, it's on the Indians. I'm sorry. Pointed the wrong way at first.
And that will not negate the touchdown.
Now, they're going to give them a choice, right? They can march it off on the extra point or the kickoff. Am I correct on that one?
That is correct.
Well, I would think you're going to make them do it on the extra point because it makes it a relatively long kick. By the way, Huber is in as the holder. So,
by the way, Akinlolu spun the football after the touchdown. That was the unsportsmanlike penalty.
I guess East is going to take it on the kickoff. We also have a different kicker there, Matt. Check the number.
Billy Zykowski, number 95, is in. He is a righty kicker, so a normal extra point here. Keep an eye on Huber with the upper body injury. Did a great job getting the snap down. Kick is up and good. There's going to be a roughing the kicker after the extra point. 6:29 remaining, opening quarter. Indians go right down the field and score. We'll step out for a 30-second timeout. This is Ocean County Football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles, and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square media station.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
End over end kick. This will be settled under by Tums River East by Alex Smith. Big hole. Smith cuts back inside Indian territory, taken down by the kicker, but not until he makes his way all the way to the Indian 40-yard line.
Smith actually ran the ball pretty well last week. I think he had about 65 yards rushing against Ocean. And he almost got that on that play alone on that kickoff return. That was a nice kickoff return.
Quarterback is the sophomore Mike Goodall. Smith in the backfield with Frankie Gianetti. 3 receiver set. Riley Engelhard, Nassim Davis, and Daniel Nichols. The 3 to start for the black and white. Goodall from the pistol out of a 2-back set. It will be Smith. He'll bounce it to the outside, get to the 40, turn upfield 35, run out of bounds 30-yard line, be close to a first down. Joe Ganello, Stephen Carr, the 2 tackles. Brady Gibbons, Mohammed Ahmed are the guards, and Liam Meekum is the center. It is 4 seniors and a junior up front for the Raiders of Tums River East.
Well, Smith, not very big. In fact, he's tiny back there, but he shows some wheels. He's got good speed from that tailback position.
Engelhard and Nichols, slot receiver combo to the left. Up top, right side is Davis. Gianetti. Bluff to him. Running to his right is Goodall. He'll step out of bounds around the 27-yard line. 4-3 defense for Tums River South. Kenny Johnson and Keith Calloway are the 2 defensive ends. Justin Bonilla and Anthony Townsend, the 2 defensive tackles. Sam Akinlolu going double duty tonight. He starts at 1 outside linebacker with Jerry Ferrigno, Dominic Spadalari, the middleman, Damola Fasikin, and Nashawn Small, the 2 corners. Travis Squire and Ryan Tobin are the safeties.
By the way, guys, Menacchio's injury for South is a knee injury. We will not see him at all tonight.
6:05 remaining opening quarter. Raiders trying to answer. They trail 7-0 to their rivals, the Indians. Here comes Smith, near sideline left. Flag coming out. Tackle made by number 51, Matt Salmones. We'll check the penalty. It is a block in the back on Tums River East. Wiped out what would have been close to first down yardage.
Well, both teams have certainly had success early on running the ball. That has not been a problem. Penalty, though, will bring that one back. Again, that'll be a spot foul, and it was downfield. So it's a 2nd and 6 after the penalty, and a fast-moving opening quarter here from Detweiler Stadium.
Now they'll move it back.
Yeah, somebody didn't count right.
Set up a 2nd and 11 is what it will be. Now the clock back up and moving. 5:50 remaining in the opening quarter. 6-0 Indians. Ball left hash mark at the south 31-yard line. Goodall, this time from a shotgun. He's got Smith off to his right. Trips to that side as well. Blitz coming for Tums River South. Goodall going to keep it himself right off the snap. Get to the 30. Turn up field 25. Gets to the 20. Pushed out of bounds.
Matt, it seems like the guys on the edge are either getting sucked in, but certainly there's been plenty of room on the outside for East on this drive. They've had no trouble turning the corner.
Yeah, and there's no reason to even look inside. Every play has been outside.
Yeah.
Either Goodall or Smith. It's a 4-3 defense, so your work run by Matt Martin, the defensive coordinator. They're going to measure this, Matt, by the way. Looks pretty close to a first down. But it's a 4-3 defense, so they're playing with 4 linemen, and that defensive end is getting sucked inside a little bit, as you said, Kevin, and that linebacker is getting clipped, and therefore it's wide open spaces once that back gets outside.
And Ed, it doesn't look like on that particular play for Goodall, that's not really any kind of option. That was a design quarterback
Sweep.
run.
Yeah, that was a sweep all the way, quarterback sweep. He's not looking to pitch that at all.
Goodall just went guys to the sideline on what will be 3rd and short. I think this is going to be a wildcat look here for the Raiders of Tums River East. They bring in number 4, Yusef Ahmed, as an extra body in the backfield. Let's see if he'll take the snap, or maybe more than likely Alex Smith will take it. First time tonight we've seen this Wildcat formation for the Raiders. 5:27 remaining opening quarter. Third down and about a half of football. Now Tums over East disorganized. They will have to call a timeout. That will raise some eyebrows on that far sideline. Kevin, good chance for us to talk about the head coaches for both teams. In his third year, Kyle Sandberg, who comes into this one trying to turn around the Raider program, and Ron Signorino Jr. in his 8th year here for the Indians of Toms River South.
And, of course, both have history at these programs. Sandberg is an alum of East, was an assistant coach for 8 or 9 years before taking over the head job. This is his 3rd season. And, again, he has struggled up to this point, 2-19 coming into tonight. On the other side, of course, Ron Signorino, and we know that name, longtime assistant here, many years when his father was the head coach, the legendary Ron Signorino, in his 8th year with a record of 29-44.
All right, same look here for the Raiders, though they had to burn a timeout. 5:27 remaining. It'll be Smith who's going to get the direct snap. Off the right side, runs through one tackle, dives his way forward over the 20, and gets down to the 18-yard line before the whistles blow. That's going to be enough for a first down inside now the 20-yard line for Toms River East, and they'll bring their regular offense back on the field.
Keith Calloway at the defensive end, that time at least stayed outside, got him by the ankles and slowed him down before he was finally brought down, but not before the Raiders continue this drive with a first down.
You know, I was talking to some East coaches, and they did this last week against Ocean, but once they got in the red zone, they stalled out most of the time.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Goodale looking over to the sideline, new set of plays. He'll let everybody know in front of him. He's got Gianetti as a wingman to the left, 2 receivers that direction as well. He's going to tuck it and run right off the snap. Edge was sealed for a second, runs through one tackle, gets to the 16-yard line before being knocked out of bounds. Good open field stop made by Travis Squire.
Well, Sammy Akinlolu that time actually had a chance to make the play at the line of scrimmage, missed the tackle, and Goodale was able to again turn the corner and pick up a couple at least.
Only a sophomore, Goodale.
Yep, very young. Both.
Yep.
The whole backfield is underclassmen. Gianetti and Smith are juniors. The 3 receivers are all juniors, so this is really a young team.
A lot of seniors graduated last year.
Second down and 8. Indians showing blitz. Goodale wants to throw. Tucks it. Now throws to the end zone. He had a man open in Nichols, but overthrown by just a touch into double coverage. Out of bounds, incomplete. Sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, one of the interesting things we picked up is that despite the fact these programs have really struggled in the last couple of years, getting players to turn out for the program has not been a problem. South has 66 players on their roster. By the way, the biggest class, sophomores, 27 of them. East has 69 players on their roster, and I think they have 25 sophomores. So that does bode well for the future.
3rd down now and 8. Split backfield set out of a shotgun for Goodale. 2 right, 1 left. Receivers are staggered. Counter play. It's Gianetti to get it inside the 15. Runs through a tackle at the 10 and then gets taken off his feet around the 7, but that will go for a first down. Anthony Towson with the stop from his defensive tackle spot.
Actually, there was a little mix-up in the backfield. They collided a little bit and slowed the play down. But, boy, you know, we talked about the South offensive line. Same story over here. The East offensive line is really winning the battle up front, and both defenses are struggling to stop the run.
Oh, good opening drives for both teams. 3:30 and running opening quarter. Indians 7, Raiders nothing but threatening. Split backfield set again. This time it will be Smith. Cuts back inside the middle part of the field. Works his way down inside the 5. Gets to the 3 before a sea of white jerseys converge. It'll be 2nd and goal for Toms River East. Nobody having any issue moving the football tonight. At least so far.
Well, the Raiders have had success outside. I look for them to get to the perimeter on this play right here.
Goodale waiting for the play to come in. Raiders have already had to use one timeout because of some confusion. Anthony Contogiannis has come in as an extra blocking back. They'll put Giannetti this time as the I-man. He will get it right up the middle, off the right side, lowers the shoulder, and in for the touchdown. Big bruising back in Giannetti, countering for Tums River East, who are a point away from tying it up.
Well, it looked like that play was designed to go off tackle right, and Giannetti spotted a seam inside, turned it back, and as you said, a bruiser just sort of lowered the shoulder and bullied his way into the end zone.
Doesn't strike me as a guy who needs to get outside. He would rather stay between the guards. Coming on for the extra point, Nick Costa, number 19. This will tie it at 7 if he can knock it through. Late first quarter, 2:26 remaining. We'll start talking about the rest of the action in the Shore Conference this weekend. Week 3 officially. High snap, great job with the hold. Kick is up and it is good, and we are tied at 7. It was Nick Totten getting it down. 2:26 remaining, tied at 7. We step out for 30 seconds. This is Ocean County football presented by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Things are jumping and the entertainment continues at Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Tonight, enjoy the Waterfront Duel from 5 till 8 and Matanov Singer at 9:30. Then tomorrow at 9:30, don't miss The Suspects. Sunday, don't miss Bum's 3rd annual block party to benefit the Berkeley Township PBA and Seaside Park PBA and Fire Department with the Alotta Colada Band and DJ Shoobs, dollar beer and wine, door prizes, a silent auction, 50/50, and more. Tickets are just $25. For details, visit BumRogersTavern.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Jeep Store. There's great deals during Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep Store, Route 35, Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep Store in Ocean Township.
With Kevin Williams and Ed Saraluca, I'm Matt Harmon. Hope you're enjoying our long-running and continuing coverage of high school football here in the Shore Conference. New added feature this year, the free video over ShoreSportsNetwork.com. Don't forget, if you haven't done it already, to download the Shore Sports Network app. Easy way to access all kinds of information from your mobile device. Good one going on here first quarter. The intertown rivalry between the Indians of Tums River South and the Raiders of Tums River East. Both teams going down the field and scoring. We are tied at 7. Costa putting a good charge into it. Back inside the 10-yard line. This one will come out. It is Hibbert who runs left. Taken down around the 23-yard line.
We'll credit Anthony, that's our Contogiannis with the tackle. Special team stop.
First update of the night, guys. Rumson on the board at the beginning of the second quarter, 7-0 over Brick Memorial. In that game, Brick Memorial got the opening kickoff and controlled it for 8 minutes. Rumson stopped them and went 3 and out. Memorial got the ball back but turned it over. Rumson scores first, 7-0 Rumson. In a big, what is that, the Colonial? The Colonial Conference.
That is correct.
Impressed, Ed, that you knew that.
I'm learning.
So last time, an 80-yard touchdown drive. This time they'll start from their own 23. Conover will keep it. Big yardage again over the 30. Get to the 32-yard line. Another second and short. Ed, former defensive coordinator, this is a drive-in per side. How much changing is going on, you think, defensively for both of these teams?
Oh, I think they both got to adjust for sure. I'm very impressed with the play calling of the Indians, and I'm also equally impressed by Conover running the offense. They've mixed it up inside and outside. Quarterback done a tremendous job offensively.
Conover right back will hand it off to Akinlolu.
Big gain around the left side, finally brought down by Carr. By the way, an important game tonight in the Constitution Division, and Wall has jumped out on top of Lacey 14-0.
We had Wall last week in the that game against Jackson.
The Mud Bowl.
The Mud Bowl and a night when it never rained.
It's an overtime win for the Jags. First down now and 10 for Tums over South. Inside Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Conover picking a spot. He will make his way to the 40-yard line. 9-yard pickup. You know, I don't say it often, Kevin, but if you think back to that game a week ago, that Wall-Jackson game, I know with overtime doesn't necessarily happen often anymore, but if there was ever a game that was deserving of a tie, that was probably it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Vincent Ferrulo made the stop, number 31 for the Raiders.
Tyler Matteo splitting out near sideline right. It's Nashawn Small up top to the left. On the ground, Akinlolu. He's a pile pusher as he makes his way down to about the 36-yard line. Number 65, Liam Meekum on the stop. One of two Meekums on the East roster. Liam, the senior, who plays on both sides of the football. Colin, the sophomore.
I'll give you that score after this play.
We are inside of 35 seconds remaining. Akinlolu this time. Dropped around the line of scrimmage. Gets a yard to the 35-yard line. Sounds like you got a good one.
Well, if you like baseball scores, the end of the first quarter, Freehold 5, Brick nothing. 3-run homer, 2-run shot. So that would be a field goal and a safety, obviously.
Brick continues to struggle offensively.
That's going to take us, guys, to the end of the first quarter as the Indians in no rush to get it off. So we will step out here for 60 seconds. We've had an entertaining first quarter, tied at 7. Ball moving up and down the field. If you like offense, this might be the game for you. We'll step out. Again, a 60-second break. We return with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Carry off the quarter break. Akinlolu takes it, and he will get great yardage inside the 20-yard line. First down run for Tums over South. So what we've seen so far, one drive per side, one touchdown per side. This is the second time that South has had the football. And it looks like, Kevin, they are marching right down towards the end zone again.
Well, Akinlolu's on his way to a big night. He's about 90 yards rushing already after that carry.
First down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Inside carry, Akinlolu won't add to the total here. He'll lose a yard back to the 20. Set up second and 11. Good pressure inside off the edge from Vincent Crescio, the junior defensive tackle.
By the way, into the first quarter, Long Branch, coming off the bye last week, leads Ocean 20-0. The Green Wave clearly among the Shore's top teams this fall.
Got a question for you, Kev, after this play, okay?
All right.
He will wait with breathless anticipation, Ed.
Well, I'm going to set you up. Is South playing better with
Conover at quarterback,
exactly.
I bet you're going to say. Second down here in Long.
Okay, we got time now as South moved. Here's my theory. My theory is that Conover is not the thrower that Huber is. Huber can throw the football, and I think they're a little bit more diversified, the Indians, with him in the game. Conover running the offense to perfection, they may not throw the ball all night if they don't have to. What do you think?
Well, I've said Conover also has all the intangibles.
Yes.
He's a senior. He's a leader. He's a very intelligent player.
He's captain, right?
He's a co-captain. He's very athletic. He's a good athlete, and that's not to take anything away from Hibbert at all.
No,
but,
not at all.
And remember, Conover ran this offense in practice all week long, which helps.
Off the penalty, second down now and just about 17. Conover, three-step drop. That's a lateral. It's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. And it is Akinlolu who catches it moving forward, gets back to around the original line of scrimmage. Kevin, to be fair, to Hibbert, he played Red Bank and Red Bank Catholic
absolutely.
in weeks 1 and 2.
Which, by the way, we just got a score in that one. Red Bank Catholic leads Red Bank 14-7. So the battle of, Ridge Road?
No, that's Red Bank and Rumson.
Oh, what is this one? The battle of what?
I don't know, Count Basie Field.
Battle of Red Banks.
Downtown Red Bank.
Yeah, Count Basie, right.
Third down now and 11. Trips off to the right side. 3-point stance for Akinlolu. He'll get it. Nope, check it. Conover keep it. Good ball fake down to the 15-yard line where he stood up and dropped, and will be about 7 shy of a first down.
Field goal time, Matt.
And it's Billy Zykowski, the senior.
With Hibbert holding.
Going into the game, we had Matt Ickes listed as the kicker.
Yep. I watched this young man in warm-ups during the game, and he was pretty solid from 35, 40 yards.
Well, this is just about within that range, a little bit in the block down at the 23-yard line. Let's call this a 33-yard attempt from just inside the left hash mark. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's got the distance, and it is right down the middle for 3 for Tums River South. 8:57 remaining. Indians retake the lead. They'll settle for 3, but have the 10-7 advantage. 30-second break for us here. This is Jersey Mike's covering Ocean County football on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Hey, Chrissy,
that was a pretty
where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching. Sansone Jr.'s 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Sansone Jr.'s 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
And of course, the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week is powered by Jersey Mike's. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party. Even if your team doesn't win, your mouth will. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. And Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer, is the exclusive auto sponsor of our Game of the Week. They are Toyota World of Lakewood on the border of Brick and Lakewood. Shop them 24/7 at LakewoodToyota.com.
ShoreSportsNetwork.com has the video tonight and the audio. 92.7 WOBM FM carrying high school football as they have done for so many years. Here's the ensuing kickoff by Zykowski. High end-over-end job. Smith drops it inside the 10-yard line, picks it up, gets out to the 20, and runs his way forward to the 23-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Tums River East. We've had 3 drives so far, Ed, and 3 times teams have been able to get on the scoreboard.
Well, it makes for exciting football for sure. Not good for defensive coordinators. You got to keep in mind, though, that East was helped out by that personal unsportsmanlike penalty by South after the touchdown. So they got tremendous field position. Now they got to drive it almost 80 yards. Let's see what happens now.
1st down and 10. 8:50 remaining, opening half. 4 down linemen for Tums River South. There's a big gap between the 2 defensive tackles. Goodall, 2-back set. He will give it to Smith. He's going to try and turn upfield, right side. Inside out move, 25-yard line. Flag down as he gets to the 40. Tiptoes the sideline, 45 to midfield. This is going to be...
it's going to come back, Matt.
It's going to be a hold on somebody for Tums River East. And Mohammed Ahmed, the player who's standing there bewildered that there was a flag thrown.
It's going to cost them about 40 yards, Matt. It was a 30-yard gain, and they're going to, right at the line of scrimmage, they're going to go back 10. So that's 40 yards it cost them on that play.
The Raiders, what they're doing is they're pulling players on these sweeps. I saw one Tums River South guy outside. He was blocked, and then the back just turned it up, and there was just nothing in front of him. So they've really got to make adjustments. By the way, Wall is just at a big pass play, 65 yards, and they now lead Lacey 21-0 early in the second quarter.
First down, and let's call it 20. Ball inside the 15. It'll be snapped around the 13-yard line. Got to get out to the 34 for a first down. First and more like 21. This is Nassim Davis on the end around. 15 where he's dropped after a gain of just a couple. Stop made by Kenny Johnson, the defensive end.
It's a good open field tackle by Johnson. One of the few times they've been able to stop a Raider runner before he turned the corner.
The chalkboard will be filling up quickly at halftime for both of these defenses. As you said, Kevin and Matt, must be some adjustments.
Second down and long. Goodale. Bootleg to the right side. Under pressure. Lets it go. Overthrows Gianetti wisely. Just got rid of the football. It'll set up third and long. The rare pass for either team. Ed, next time you get a look, if you took a couple of steps to your left, or maybe where you are, it might be okay. I want you to look at the splits in between the center and the right guard and the right tackle. To me, at least the last couple of plays, they looked really, really big for Tums River East.
Yeah, trying to open up that gap in there. Yeah, they are. It's about 2 yards, Matt. Good
and it's
call.
just on the right side.
Yeah.
Goodale on third and long. Steps up, changes the play. He's got Gianetti as the single back. Twins either direction and slot receiver combinations. Long cadence. Waits for the snap. Gets it. Quarterback run to the 20. And he's taken down pretty quick. Safe call on third and long. Up to make that stop, Akinlolu. 4th and 12, and East will have to punt it away.
Yeah, what that gap does, Matt, is it widens the defensive tackle, in this case the big guy, number 74, and creates a pretty natural gap in there. That time Goodale came up through it, but it was good closing by the safety for South to hold it.
First punt of the night, Stephen Carr coming on. South expecting very good field position. Carr, wobbly, high kick in the air. Matteo will call for and make a fair catch around midfield. They'll put it just on the Indian side of the 50-yard line. With 7:08 remaining here in the first half, it is Tums River South 10, Tums River East 7.
Well, the Indians have had the ball twice, right? First time drove 75 yards, scored a touchdown. Second time a nice drive, stops, field goal. Can't do much better than that, 2 for 2.
If you're watching us on ShoreSportsNetwork.com, you're inside the control room, basically, of what is taking place.
The brains of the outfit.
Well, there's 2 of them here, and neither one of them are you or me.
That's correct.
Greg Lerner is inside with us. Brad Bioroscano, who's really the eyes, ears, and nose of the Shore Sports Network. He does it all for us.
Just ask him. He'll tell you.
1st and 10 from midfield. Under center this time is Conover. He will give it. Quick dive for Akinlolu. Picks up about 5 to the 45-yard line. Stop made by Ahmed. And the nice thing about Akinlolu I've noticed so far tonight, he does not go down on first contact.
Yeah, for a smallish type running back, he's quick and he's tough. That's what you want in your running backs. Both of these kids have showed me something tonight. Smith on the other side for the Raiders.
2nd and 5. Inside counter play for Akinlolu. This time dropped pretty quick after a 2-yard pickup. 3rd down and 3. Ahmed again on the tackle.
Well, the Indians have gone a quarter and a half without throwing the football. That one flare pass, as you called correctly, Matt, was a lateral, so that goes down as a run play, not a pass.
By the way, as you might expect, when two Tums River teams get together on a beautiful Friday night, nice crowd here tonight, both sides. A lot of people standing.
Well, I want to mention that in a second as far as the student sections.
Third down now and 4. Past the midpoint, quarter number 2. Option, left side. Conover keeps it. He's going to be stopped a little shy of a first down. Then
that might be face mask.
A couple of flags came in. 2 were thrown.
It's definitely a face mask.
One from the umpire, one from the back judge, who probably each saw the same thing. And it will be a face mask on East. That will give the Indians a big first down.
These student sections, guys, the biggest I've seen all year. First of all, on the Raider side, they call themselves the Raider Nation. A couple hundred, 200-300 strong, directly across from where you're broadcasting from. And then the Indian side, they call themselves the Tribe, and they've got about 300 or 400 kids in a whiteout situation. Tremendous school pride on both sides.
Yeah, Brad's getting a shot of some of the South fans. We saw the East Raider Nation.
Looks like the Raider guys are all in red, white, and blue tonight.
Yeah, they are. Yes, I saw it on. They had it on Twitter earlier today. It was.
It's very patriotic.
Yeah, very patriotic. That was the idea.
Very impressed that you follow the Raider Nation, Kevin.
Listen, I follow everyone on Twitter.
Yes, so do I.
Kevin does not have much else to do but just follow random accounts via Twitter. Keeps his day moving along. 1st and 10, tight set. Wing receivers either direction here for the Indians. Pitch will go to the outside right. Getting upfield on the carry was Travis Squire. He will get about 5 down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Ahmed, third time we've called his name with a tackle.
Now they're running to their right side, the Indians are, and Ahmed is the left outside linebacker, so it's coming right at him.
Conover, same set. Tight receivers, tight wings. Reverse option, Conover will keep it. Get down to the 28-yard line. Stop made by Contogianis.
At the rate we're going, Penn State plays Illinois tonight, a 9:05 kickoff. I have a shot to be home for that. Keep it on the ground here.
Are you interested in that game,
I'm
Kevin?
very interested. You know that.
Akinlolu on the carry, inside between the guards. Push the pile forward, 25, make it the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Ball pushed right now, Raider 24-yard line. 10-7, the advantage for Tums River South, who's trying to add to their point total.
Approaching the 4-minute mark of the opening half.
Wide receivers either direction. Squire goes in motion. Penalty flag coming out, thrown by the umpire. That's going to be some kind of procedure penalty, you would think, on Tums River South.
You know, the Indians already with 10-plus first downs in this football game. They have moved the chains on all 3 possessions.
St. John Vianney ranked 8th in the Shore Sports Network top 10, coming off the big win over Brick, leads Middletown North, winless Middletown North, 14-13. The Lancers just scoring on an 80-yard run by Kayvon Chambers.
I went for the upset in that one. I picked Middletown North.
First down, 15. Akinlolu up the middle. Dragged down after a 3-yard gain to the 27-yard line.
Ed, we had given you that score, Freehold leading Brick 5-0. Brick scored, went up 7-5. Freehold just kicked the field goal. They lead it 8-7.
Well, they kicked 3 of them last week.
Barnegat leads Pinelands 10-0 in one of the battles of Southern Ocean County.
Another surprise team this year, right? Barnegat?
Maybe.
A win here puts them at 3-0.
Trips left, receiver right. in the middle of the field. Conover decides to keep it himself, breaks the tackle in the backfield, dives forward for 2, maybe 2.5. Stopped a little shy of the original line of scrimmage, was the 25-yard line. We'll call it 3rd and 11.
Good effort by Liam Meekum to grab Conover in the backfield, slow him up, and then, of course, plenty of company to bring him down.
We may see Conover's gun right now. 3rd and about a long 11. Got to put it up here.
Do you?
Yes.
Matt,
too far.
Do you have to throw it here?
Too far so. For could be 4-down territory.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Would be about a 43-yard kick from here. Conover, tight set. Inside carry, Squire. He'll bounce it to the outside, get to the 15, get to the 10. He'll run his way down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal coming for Tums River South. Travis Squire, the 5'9", 180-pound sophomore, with a real good drive here for Tums River South.
That's why I'm retired.
Yep, Vincent Ferrolo, the junior, finally made the tackle. How's that for a call on 3rd and 11? Wow.
1st and goal now from the 5. We are down to 2:22 remaining. First half.
Ron Signorino Sr., junior, the head coach of the Indians, is also the offensive coordinator, so he's got to get the kudos for that 3rd down call.
Clock now moving. 10-7 Indians. Conover trips left. Option pitch. Akinlolu trying to get to the edge. Cuts up field 5. Gets taken down by Mike Madera up from the corner spot.
It was a good open field tackle, wasn't it?
Great tackle by Madera.
2-yard pickup. 2nd and goal from the 3.
Man, I can see why Conover is not playing defense tonight. It's not just on the field. He runs to the sideline to get every play. He's going to run about 10 miles before this night is over.
And as a running quarterback, he's taken a lot of hits.
Yes, he has.
In between plays. 90 seconds remaining in the half. Conover taking his time. Under center. Gets the snap. Option. He'll keep it himself left side. Right side, rather. Dive forward inside the 2. So 3rd and goal now coming for Tums River South. 2 plays to get a touchdown here. Ahmed, another tackle.
This will get it under a minute before they run this play. Got their timeouts.
Manalapan leads Frio Township 21-6 at the half. In week 3, the Braves looking for their first win of the season.
Inside of a minute. Indians taking their time. I think they might use one of those timeouts here.
Barnegat has just scored again, so they're up on Pineland 17-0.
Back judge is counting, and a timeout will be called on what will be a pretty crucial 3rd and goal from inside the 2-yard line.
Ron Signorino came down the sidelines, talked to the head linesman. He said, when the count from the back judge gets to 3, I want a timeout.
Let me give you one other score, too, Ed. 7th-ranked Middletown South leading Howell 24-0. That one's still in the first half.
Okay, we're going to see Middletown South a couple times this year, right?
Just once, I think.
One
against
time.
Toms River North?
No,
right.
Against Central.
Central. Oh.
You do have the schedule, Ed.
Ed, download the app. Go to shoresportsnetwork.com.
I have the schedule. Listen, I'm just starting to learn the divisions, okay? By the way, Rumson's up 7-0 at halftime. It's got to be a little bit of a surprise. Brick Memorial hanging tough with them.
I agree.
Rumson has breezed through their first 2 games.
And here come the Indians back on. Ball sitting just inside the 2-yard line, where it will be 3rd and goal. Indians would love to get it here on 3rd, avoid that 4th down decision. Conover. Squire gets it. Counterplay, not going to get it.
Matt, that's your guy, Yusuf Ahmed, with a great tackle.
He's had, Kevin, 5 or 6 tackles on this defensive series. 4th down now and goal from now outside the 2, and I think Tums River South will use one more timeout.
Yeah, he's going to wait till it runs it down. Played this end of the last 2 minutes tremendously. You know, we always say that clock management, sometimes is lacking on the sidelines. The Indians have played this tremendously. This is touchdown or going into the locker room 10-7.
I think you got to go for it here. You don't kick a field goal here.
No, I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd kick a field goal.
Why not?
Because what's the 6-point lead? A touchdown, you're behind. It's 10-7. You go 13-7. I don't see that.
Okay.
I also think this is a statement. You are telling your team, I believe you can score. Something some people don't think the Jets do enough.
They didn't do enough of it last night.
Wow.
I mean, could you have known going into the year that the Browns' first win was going to come at the expense of the Jets?
Well,
had to.
Well, listen, be honest, though. After the Jets won in week 1.
They were going 16-0.
But seriously, if you looked at the schedule, you said, okay, Dolphins at home next weekend in Cleveland, we're 3-0. We are 3-0.
Now you're 1-2.
Now you're 1-2.
And traveling to Jacksonville.
Yeah, it was not a dilly night for the Jets last night. It was a good night for the Browns and Bud Light.
A lot of beer was put
Consumed,
away last night.
yes.
Here we go. 4th down with 2 seconds remaining. Barring a penalty, this is the last play from scrimmage. Conover under center. Akinlolu in the backfield. Raiders will call a timeout.
Another good call by
the referee pointed to south.
Raiders.
I'm just telling you, the guy on the Raiders sideline called timeout, and he pointed right to. All right, okay, doesn't matter. It is the.
No. Yeah, the only thing that could hurt you here is the offensive penalty. Let me ask you that, Matt, because I don't know the rules. Offensive penalty, the clock, the 2 seconds
that
runs off. That would be it.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So don't jump. Don't. No legal procedure here.
Exactly.
Guy going in motion.
No, legal procedure, the clock
wouldn't start. You're right. You're
but
absolutely right.
A
hold.
Right,
yeah, something like that.
Any kind of penalty on the play, East would just refuse it.
By the way, Asbury Park was leading Point Pleasant Beach 27-6.
Yeah, that was a 6 o'clock game.
Here we go, Matt.
Right back to where we were. 4th down and goal from the 2-yard line. Trips left. Akinlolu single back. Conover under center. Raiders with 6 along the line of scrimmage. 3-step drop. Conover in trouble. Comes to his left. Looking. Stops. Gets towards the end zone. Flips it up. It's caught! Touchdown, Indians. Hauled in by Travis Squire.
So I want to go back to what I said. He's a leader. He's intelligent. He makes right decisions. That was a brilliant play by Conover, rolling to his left, then deciding to run. There's no way he's going to score, and then he just sort of flips it in the end zone, and boy, oh boy.
Close to being over the line.
Very close.
Ed, I was just going to say I would love to have a replay of that one.
That's what Kyle Sandberg is arguing. Also close to linemen being downfield. There was a couple of things down there that the
Kyle Sandberg
isn't
isn't looking for just an answer. He's looking for anybody to talk to because he's
10 yards on the field screaming at the referee, and somebody better call him back because he's going to get his own penalty. Very upset the young coach is with that one.
16-7. Matt Hickey's on now for the extra point. That's who we expected to see kick all night. This would wrap it in the first half. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's through the uprights. Tums River South will take a 17-7 advantage into the locker room. Let's go down to Ed.
Coach, you got to be happy the way Conover has run this offense.
He's a winner, man. He's a winner. We had some adversity early in the week with Jack, and Sammy stepped up, and he's just one of those kids that keeps you in coaching, and he's really playing well. He really is.
That last play, just the way you designed it, right?
Just the way I drew it up.
Congratulations.
That is Ron Signorino Jr. as the Indians will make their way Fieldhouse to our right. Raiders go in the school off to our left. We'll be entertained by the Indian Marching Band after we take a timeout. When we come back, we've got scores from around the shore. We've got everyone's favorite halftime segment and interview with Ed Saraluca, down on the field. We'll do it after a 2-minute break. This is Ocean County football, brought to you by Jersey Mike. 17-7. Toms River South leads Toms River East. We're back with more on 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
It's the Jersey Shore's best time of the year at Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event. The crowds are gone, but the no money down deals are still here on Ford's hottest models, like the stylish 2018 Ford Explorer, America's best full-size pickup, the Ford F-150, and the best-in-class Ford Escape SUV. Plus, Seabreeze Ford has over 100 certified pre-owned cars on hand for the Shore's best selection. Locals rule at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35 in Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com. Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event is underway. Things are jumping and the entertainment continues at Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Tonight, enjoy the Waterfront Duel from 5 till 8 and Matanov Singer at 9:30. Then tomorrow at 9:30, don't miss The Suspects. Sunday, don't miss Bum's 3rd annual block party to benefit the Berkeley Township PBA and Seaside Park PBA and Fire Department with the Alotta Colada Band and DJ Shoobs, dollar beer and wine, door prizes, a silent auction, 50-50, and more. Tickets are just $25. For details, visit BumRogersTavern.com.
Ready to take the next step in your career? Trying to figure out what's next after high school or community college? Georgian Court University is ready to help. Sign up now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit. Learn about the college experience. Discover what a degree from GCU can do for you. Whether you are just out of high school or if you're an adult learner looking to transfer, GCU is the place to expand possibility. Take that first step. Make GCU your place. Register now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS. Corolla 5189 and RAV4 4988 due at signing. $0 security deposit. Excludes tax. Tag title 439 doc fee. 10K miles per year. Ends 9/30/2018.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
It's tailgate time right now at Gateway Toyota. Drive new 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive. Your choice. Only $139 a month. $139 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
TomsRiverGatewayToyota.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square media station.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County football, 92.7 WOBM.
Hey, football fans, did you know that Moe's Southwest Grill caters? They deliver the ultimate Southwest experience right to your tailgate. Plus, every order comes with free chips and salsa. Order today at Moe's.com/catering or visit the Moe's of Toms River in the Kohl's Shopping Center, very close to where we are. I should have put in a catering order. It is halftime. Toms River South leads Toms River East 17-7. There's a new boss in town, a new sheriff in town. Mike Sitta is the new principal at Toms River High School South. His first Southeast game as the main man, and Ed's going to have a little conversation with the new guy at halftime. Ed, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. And as you said, there's a new sheriff in town, and that is Mike Sitta, who took over as the principal at Toms River South over the summer. And from all indications, and I talked to a lot of South people prior to the game, in the first couple of weeks of school, they love this guy. Mike, congratulations.
I really appreciate that. Thanks, Ed.
Okay, tell us about the transition. You came from Hooper Avenue, right? Well, first of all, you were an assistant superintendent back in the day. Then you went to the principal ranks at Hooper Avenue and then South. A little bit different type of bodies in this school.
Yeah, a little bit different. I don't mention to the kids that the first job before the assistant superintendent was at that other high school on the other side of Route 37 at High School North. So coming back to the high school after all these years has been very exciting. And people talk about the tradition and the pride and the greatness of what is Toms River South, and you really don't get to experience it in its entirety until you walk the halls and you see that student body. What a remarkable group of kids, faculty, and school community here. I'm just proud to be a part of it.
You know, back when after I retired, I worked for Rowan University and I supervised the student teachers. And one of my favorite schools to come to was Toms River South. Not only because I had a lot of friends there and I could, talk to a lot of them, but the students were always so nice to me, to my student teachers, and so on.
I've never seen anything like it. You walk the halls, these young men and women come right up to you. What a welcome. They look you in the eye. They shake your hand. How you doing? Welcome to High School South, Mr. Sitta. They treat each other with respect. The upperclassmen to the lowerclassmen, they don't forget where they came from. The families and generations, they just seem to keep coming and bringing their kids back to this school and paying back to these community. And we just want to keep those traditions alive.
You know, all you have to do is look. You know, it's an absolutely perfect night to play football, first of all, and that helps. But all you got to do is look at these bleachers, the tremendous, amount of bleachers, probably the best bleachers in the Shore right now after the place was redone. It's packed. You've got 3,000 or 4,000 people. And give some credit to the Raiders over there. They've packed their side also.
Tums River East is a great school. Pat Thomas does a great job with that student body. There's a lot of pride over there, as it is over at High School North. Tums River is a great community in entirety, and these kids get along outside of their school's factions. When they're outside in the community, they're friends. When they're competing, it's all on. And tonight, the two student sections are battling it, and it couldn't be any better. It's what sports should be.
You know, I mentioned in the first half, the Raiders call themselves the Raider Nation. You know, they've got 200 or 300 people here. You guys over here at South call yourself the Tribe. Tremendous input into the football game. And it seems like they know what they're doing, you know. When the Indians have the ball, they're fairly quiet, so everybody can hear the signals. When the Raiders have it, they go nuts.
Yeah, they're well-versed. They're schooled. They know what they're doing. Of course, they got a great leader in Mr. Carell, who's not with us tonight, and we congratulate him on his award.
You know, I mentioned that because we believe, Kevin and Matt and myself, it's the first game he's missed at South forever. He's the John Sterling of high school football.
I got to tell you, he was very sad over the summer. He was looking at me with these puppy dog eyes, and he said, Mr. Sitta, I have to tell you, I have a problem. And his problem was he's getting this major recognition and award, and the problem was he can't be here for the High School East game. But we're rallying around him. We have about 35 faculty members and students supporting him at his award tonight. And, of course, we celebrated his successes in the halls today.
I hope he's got the transistor radio on listening to us.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
At least he's getting some text messages. You're bringing back, if things hold on the way they are right now, you're up 17-7, but you're bringing back one of the oldest traditions at South after this game, if the Indians can hold on and win. Tell us about that.
Well, long time ago in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the tradition at Tums River High School, the original Tums River High School, was ring that victory bell, and the band would line up, and the student body and the team would march right out to Washington Street, down to Main Street, Higher Street, and back up to the school with pride. The kids have been talking about it, and we said as soon as we get that first win, we're bringing it back.
Well, that's a tremendous thing to occur, and it causes us to go the opposite way in traffic, but we could put up with that with a march through town, that's for sure.
Well, we got some cooperation with our police department that are here tonight and our fire department, so they're aware. We're not going to surprise them, and we're not going to take up much. We're only going to go about a half a block, but it's just important that we bring back that pride in Tums River and reclaim our town.
Now for the important question. How you doing in fantasy? We play in the same fantasy league.
I think you're in trouble.
I know I'm in trouble, but I did win this week, and you play with your longtime friend Joe Arminio, and we have a lot of fun. We don't play for a whole lot of money, a few bucks here and there, but it's just fun, and everybody does it, and you know, it gets a chance for everybody to get together and talk football.
It's a highlight of my football season outside these South home games, that's for sure.
Mike Sitta, thanks a lot, Mike, for joining me. What do you got, a football already?
Yeah, the game ball. We haven't, we got a whole nother half to play, and you know this sport. They better come to play for another half.
Mike Sitta, the new principal here at High School South. Tremendous enthusiasm. In fact, his shirt, he's got a shirt on. It says enthusiasm, love, inspire, toughness, and excellent, elite. And that's what the Indians have been so far tonight.
Thank you, Ed. Nice job. Thank you to Mike, and we wish him all the best in his new position. We are at halftime. It is Tums River South 17, Tums River East 7. The Indian Band is on the field entertaining the home crowd and the visitors alike. And what we'll do is we'll step away, take a break, and then come back and throw some scores around the half and get you set for the second half kickoff. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. You're listening to the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
Ready to take the next step in your career? Trying to figure out what's next after high school or community college? Georgian Court University is ready to help. Sign up now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit. Learn about the college experience. Discover what a degree from GCU can do for you. Whether you are just out of high school or if you're an adult learner looking to transfer, GCU is the place to expand possibility. Take that first step. Make GCU your place. Register now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit.
Jeep Adventure Days means great deals at the Jeep store in Ocean Township. No money down leasing makes it easy to take on any adventure in an award-winning 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the all-new Wrangler Unlimited, or the versatile Jeep Compass. They have the model and color you're looking for, or choose from New Jersey's largest selection of pre-owned Jeeps. There's great deals at Jeep Adventure Days at the Jeep store, Route 35 in Ocean Township, or thejeepstore.com. Get ready for any adventure at the Jeep store, Route 35, Ocean Township.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
Things are jumping and the entertainment continues at Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Tonight, enjoy the Waterfront Duel from 5 till 8 and Matanov Singer at 9:30. Then tomorrow at 9:30, don't miss The Suspects. Sunday, don't miss Bum's 3rd annual block party to benefit the Berkeley Township PBA and Seaside Park PBA and Fire Department with the Alotta Colada Band and DJ Shoobs, dollar beer and wine, door prizes, a silent auction, 50/50, and more. Tickets are just $25. For details, visit BumRogersTavern.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Sports Network, Ocean Trophies, Route 9 in Lenoka Harbor. For all your trophy needs, contact our friend Scott Ritchie at 609-693-7480. Matt, some halftime statistics courtesy of Greg Lerner. As you might expect, a big first half on the ground for the Indians of Tums River South. 200 yards rushing on a total of 33 carries. And Sam Akinlolu, 18 carries, 112 yards. So 112 with those 200 yards. Throw in the 2-yard pass, and you have 202 total yards. For Tums River East, 12 rushing attempts for 60 yards. That's 5 yards a carry. That's pretty good, but that's it. 60 yards all on the ground, most of it on their opening drive, which did result in a touchdown. So total offense, 60 for Tums River East, 202 for Tums River South. So the passing yardage tonight at halftime, South is winning the game in the air 2-0. Not exactly a big night on the ground. But let's, Matt, now that you've rejoined us after your union break, let's go over some halftime scores. Greg's helping us out. Asbury Park, it's a final score, has beaten Point Pleasant Beach 27-6. Manalapan leading Howell, I believe, right? Manalapan is playing. No, Freehold Township 21-6 at halftime. Long Branch over Ocean 26-0. Rumson with we talked about this, a little bit of a surprise, just 7-0 over Brick Memorial. That's a halftime score. Middletown North has rallied to take a 20-17 halftime lead over St. John Vianney. Red Bank Catholic, on I believe 4 Steve Lubischer touchdown passes, leads Red Bank 28-7 at the half. Then the last we checked, we had Wall up on Lacey 21-0. That game was still in the second quarter. And it was Barnegat leading Pineland 17-0 when we last checked as well.
And here's your schedule for tomorrow. Point Pleasant Borough will be at Monmouth Regional. Shore playing at Mater Dei. Manasquan will be home for Raritan. Neptune on the road at Colts Neck. Lakewood entertaining Jackson. Manchester will be at Keyport. Southern Regional home for Marlborough. Holmdel at Keensburg. Toms River North entertaining Central. You know, Kevin, also tomorrow on the Shore Sports Network, Monmouth University football will be back on the air. Historic game for the Hawks, without question, who comes in 2-1 to this Week 4 matchup. They will play for the first time in school history. They will take on the Tigers of Princeton.
A pretty good Princeton team, by the way, especially offensively. They've got loads of weapons, and their leading rusher is Charlie Volker, right? From Rumson, who's having a good year. And
didn't they put up 60 points in their 1-0?
I think they did.
That
that is a daunting task for the Hawks, right, Matt? That's a little step up in competition.
I'm not sure if it's a step up necessarily in competition. I think competition is fine, but it's a good Princeton team.
Oh, it is a good Princeton team. Yeah. They're the 2 New Jersey FCS schools, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so
that is correct.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And they'll be at Palmer Stadium, right?
Palmer Stadium.
At Princeton, and that game, as you said, a 4:30 kickoff, and we'll carry that one on our sister station, 1160 and 1310 a.m. Eddie Acapente will handle the play-by-play on that one, and should be a good one. That would be a big win for Monmouth.
I think it's just, honestly, I think it's just great that they're finally playing one another.
I agree. Yeah, and now that Monmouth is, clearly the program has improved dramatically. That's the kind of game they should play.
Well, I think so long for Princeton, it was one of those, we don't have a whole lot to gain out of this game, but we've got a ton to lose. Now, as you said, that Monmouth's in the Big South, went to the playoffs. Now it's probably a game that, at least from a Princeton standpoint, makes a little bit more sense. Okay, we'll play you.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice little bus ride there. And, of course, in a couple of years, Monmouth will play Rutgers.
2020.
That will be a big step up. Let's just be honest. I mean, a Big Ten school, but I think it's great. If you're a Hawks
Rutgers
fan,
is a Big Ten school still?
No. I'm not even going to go there.
How long are they locked into that?
Well, they're not going anywhere. That move was made.
Too much money.
Listen, that move was made for one reason and one reason only, and that's a money deal. So
longing for the days of Big East football.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm sure their fans are. Let's be honest. They play Buffalo tomorrow at home, and Buffalo is favored. And that's not the Buffalo Bills. That's the University of Buffalo. And they're an underdog.
Who's a pretty good football team.
Very good offensive team, yeah.
Those teams in the MAC and the Mid-American, they play good football.
I'll tell you what, there's, again, I understand you see a team like Alabama and, same old thing. The difference is in the old days, and I say the old days, 60s and 70s, those big schools would basically stockpile all the great players. It doesn't happen that way anymore. There are great players all across the country. And you see it when it comes to draft day, when you say to yourself, even as a football fan, he's from where? And I mean,
the top 10 is the top 10, but from, if you want to say 15 through 50, Kevin, it's pretty even.
And we've come to learn on any given day, 50 can beat 15. We've seen it this year a couple times already. And we'll continue to see it. I think that's what's, me, I love college football. I think it's my favorite. It is my favorite sport. I'm really happy that Monmouth has improved the program that they have. I think it's a great setting. I know you feel the same way. I'll be back there next week, as you will, and, I'll be behind the mic as the public address announcer. I love being there. It's just a fun day, and I always say to people around the shore, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, go there for an inexpensive ticket, and a great facility, and there's a lot of shore kids who are playing big-time football there. And we only have to look around the NFL to see the impact this program has had. You know, we had the game a couple weeks ago with the 2 tight ends. We're from Monmouth.
Yeah, the Cardinals and the Lions. The Jets and the Lions.
Neil Sterling.
Neil Sterling and Hakeem Vallis.
Vallis. And Neil Sterling's a short kid. Played at Manasquan and Monmouth, you know, and
he's been out with a concussion.
Yeah, he did suffer a concussion, but
you know the one thing that's interesting about what you just said, as the public address announcer, you know, we're at Tums River South. They have a pretty well-known PA guy.
That is correct.
I'm hearing the same kind of reviews for you when you get to Monmouth.
Can I tell you something? Nobody knows who the public address announcer is.
I don't think so.
I do.
I mean, except for people who know me, it's a very, I just do what I'm supposed to do.
There's no truth to the rumor that it's going to be the Kevin Williams
press box.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get Kyle Sandberg as he comes on the field, Matt, so keep an eye on me. I'm on the east sideline.
Ed, as you get him, if you can get him to comment on whether or not
definitely.
that last play, I think that's important.
I just talked to the referees, and they were a little bit concerned. I got Kyle Sandberg right here. Coach, I know that last play hurts a lot. Big difference going in 17-7 as opposed to 10. What was your argument there?
Yeah, my argument was that they had linemen down the field and they were over the line of scrimmage. But listen, that's not – they had to get there somehow, right? They're gashing us. They're getting certain situations. We get a stupid penalty. They get a 3rd and long. So as much as I want to blame the referees, we got to stop the option, and we're not. So we got to fix that in the second half.
Yeah, it seems like you are moving the ball. Smith is doing a nice job. Goodell's doing a nice job.
Yeah, only had 2 possessions in the first half. You know, the first possession we had, we drove down the field. We did great. Second one, we got a penalty that kills us. It backs us up. And we got a punt. So it comes down to it. We got to get off the field defensively. And we got to stop this option game. If not, it's going to be a long night.
Good luck this half.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, he gave it to you. He was honest. You know, Matt, just what you said, right? Lineman downfield as well, he felt. But bottom line is, we can't stop the ground game. We're not going to win the game.
Well,
so
listen, I can appreciate that, Ed, but, as a coach, there was no other play after that. So on 4th down, if you feel like you could have had one of 2 penalties and you don't get either one, I get it. You could have stopped them somewhere along the way, but you kind of did stop them on 4th down.
Yeah, and by the way, how about that stat that they've only had the ball
twice?
Yeah.
That's amazing to me in high school football that they've only gotten it twice.
Well,
they'll get it here.
Yeah, they're going to get it to start the second half.
There's been 5 possessions, right? South had 3. They scored on all 3.
All right.
East had 2. They scored on the first. They had a punt on the second because of a penalty, which really killed that drive. So if you really think about it, both offenses have done what they kind of came in here wanting to do. So that's the story. Both teams are back out on the field.
Now it becomes about who is going to make the adjustment defensively, and then can you make an adjustment offensively off of that? It will be Raider football, as they won the opening coin toss, elected to defer their choice to the second half. South, the home side tonight, the all-white uniforms, the maroon numerals on either side with the white helmets. White helmets for Tums River East also. All black uniforms with white numerals on either side. I guess with Tums River North white helmets, all 3 Tums River schools have white helmets, right?
That would be correct.
North has the white helmet?
Yeah. I like the East, though, with the numbers on the side. I kind of think that's like a little bit of an old school kind of thing.
Raiders coming back on. We'll see who's going to kick off for Tums River South. We've seen 2 kickers tonight, Billy Zykowski and Matt Ickes.
By the way, just a quick check of the schedules. I know we touched on it earlier, but after tonight, South goes on the road 3 straight weeks in a row. 3 straight Fridays. Long Branch, Ocean, and Tums River North. East, meanwhile, is back home next week, but boy, it's no home party. Red Bank Catholic comes a-calling. Then it's at Red Bank and then Pinelands. So, again, I think you can really understand why our theme tonight is almost a desperate situation. The team that comes out of here, has a good weekend, feels good about themselves, walking on a little bit of water. The team that loses tonight, really, the coaches will have a heck of a job trying to get them back up. That's going to be tough.
Indians will bring Zykowski on to kick off. He'll put it a step or two in from the right hash mark towards the middle of the field. Alex Smith is back deep and awaiting the kickoff. Good first half. Lock in for the start of the second. Whether you are listening at 92.7 WOBM or watching and listening at shoresportsnetwork.com. Zykowski, high end-over-end kick, short, returnable at the 10-yard line. Far side numbers for Smith. Stays that direction, out to the 30, cuts back 35. He's got room coming to the near sideline now, 45. He'll get to midfield. Cut back there, stiff arm a tackler, and then get dropped at the 48-yard line. Good long return from Alex Smith, about 42 yards.
Well, his second great return of the night before Jeremy Rose finally brought him down, but that'll kind of get the Raiders back up.
Yeah, it just puzzles me, though, as an old coach on the sidelines. The only kid that's really hurt in the first half is who?
Smith.
Why are we kicking to Smith? Plus, he's run one back, as you said. The first one, I mean, anybody but him, the ball's going to.
4 receivers set here for Mike Goodall, the sophomore quarterback. Open set, single back is Giannetti. Man in motion is Nassim Davis. He'll get it. Jet sweep, set up left side. At the 40, ducks his way outside 35-yard line, tripped up 33-yard line. 15-yard run to start for Tums River East this third quarter. They trail 17-7, 22 seconds gone by in this third.
Dominic Katz finally brought him down, but not before a really good first down carry.
East is trying to go hurry up here. We asked Kevin and I, Matt, on the field pregame, we asked Coach Sandberg who his offensive coordinator was, and he gave us a offense by committee, both offense and defense, so they all have a hand in calling plays.
Giannetti, the single back. Smith is in the slot to the left. See if they motion him, maybe run the same play the other direction. Long cadence, Goodale. Here comes Smith. They'll fake it to him. Goodale back left side. 25-20 inside the 20. Tripped up at the 19.
Katz again on the stop that time, as you said, tripping up with the ankle tackle, but the Raiders come out of the locker room, and that kickoff return has really fired them up, and a couple of outstanding running plays here, and they're knocking on the door.
I was thinking the same way you were, Matt. I would have been fooled also. I was looking at the jet sweep going to the right.
Well, so was Tums River South.
Exactly. It was a great call.
Trips off to the right side. Pistol look. This time Giannetti, the single back with Goodale. Top side wide receiver is Riley Engelhard. Signals coming in from the sideline. Everybody checks the wristband. Giannetti now moves up to the right of Goodale. Back judge counting. Quarterback draw right off the right side. Not a ton to work with. Spedalari, the inside linebacker, makes the tackle. Make it 2nd down and 8.
Well, it's absolutely essential that East gets at least 3 out of this drive. That'll make this game a lot more exciting, that's for sure.
Looks like it'll be a 2-back set this time around as Goodale sends the play to his offensive line. Smith left. Giannetti right. 3 receivers in the game. 1 left, 2 right. Shotgun snap. It's Giannetti. 10. Bounces to the outside. 5. Gets to the goal line. Touchdown. Tums River East. Quick scoring drive from 17 yards out. The junior Frankie Giannetti has made this one a bit more interesting. 9:28 remaining. It's now 17-13.
I tell you what, a lot of credit to Goodale. He did a great job on that drive, especially that last play of disguising and fooling the South defense. And Giannetti went in, had to make one move at about the 5-yard line to break it outside, and he did, and went in for the touchdown. And the Raiders get themselves right back in the thick of this one.
Costa on for the extra point. Will work out of the hold of Totten. Good snap, good hold, kick up. Plenty of leg, and straight through the uprights. 9:28 remaining. It is 17-14 in this third quarter. We will keep it here as no question about it, Kevin. Offenses are hot tonight.
You are right, Matt. And, of course, this is the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week on 92.7 WOBM and the Shore Sports Network. Powered by Jersey Mike's. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party. Even if your team doesn't win, your mouth will Jersey Mike's be a sub above. And Toyota World of Lakewood is the exclusive auto sponsor of our Game of the Week. They are Toyota World of Lakewood. On the border of Brick and Lakewood, shop them 24/7 at lakewoodtoyota.com.
You know, the success that the Raiders had outside with both Smith and Goodale and the other running back there
Giannetti
has opened, has opened it up for Giannetti inside the tackles. Both of his big runs have started off tackle, and he's broken it outside, so that just adds to the balance of the East attack. They did a nice job offensively, that possession.
Well, South will get their first offensive series of the second half, barring any kind of problem.
Back deep, Fasikin, number 2. Number 6, Jalen Hibbert.
Just got the bad news from Brad. We did not win the 50-50 tonight. I thought
again.
I thought it was like a guarantee.
Again.
Continue to help support school programs around the Shore area on a weekly basis.
You are one giving guy.
Yeah, I am one lucky guy, huh?
9:28 remaining. Here's the kick by Costa. Angled towards the sideline. Takes a bounce and kicks back in. Grabbed by Fasikin. Upfield, 30. Good open field tackle made by Nick Totten. If he doesn't make that one, Fasikin probably still running.
Team's got to work on their kick coverage tonight. I'll tell you what. The kick return guys have done very well. That was, as you said, a nice run back by Fasikin, and he was one player away from really breaking that one. But the Indians will start it at their own 32-yard line, and again, we'll see senior quarterback Sam Conover guide this Flexbone attack, and he ran it superbly in the opening half.
Threw one pass that first half, and that was the 2-yard touchdown pass on the last play of the half.
100% completion.
Comes
Great.
back on offensively right now. Slot receiver combos either direction. Conover will keep it off the right side. Yard pickup. Gets to the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Giannetti on the stop.
Well, you would have to assume adjustments have been made at halftime by the Raiders defensively.
Correct.
So this is where it becomes a little bit of a chess game.
That is correct, Kevin. It's so important, this first possession here. And South goes back into the huddle here.
They've had a lot of good first down carries tonight to set up a 2nd and short. This is not the case, 2nd and 9.
Matteo to the right, Small to the left. Quick pass over the top. Almost like an old-fashioned pop pass is what it looked like. They wanted to get down the seam, Jalen Hibbert.
Yeah, he threw that one up for grabs, Matt. That one easily could have been picked off.
Almost throwing to a spot, assuming the receiver's going to be open.
And the safety was back there. Good
Safety
job.
was there, and as you said, it could have been a little bit of a catastrophe with an interception there, but that does bring up a 3rd down and 9. This would be the more conventional passing situation.
Now, they've been in this situation before and have run the football.
Trips to the right. Conover will run it again. He will give it to number 5, Travis Squire, who's dropped after only a yard gain. And on will come the punt team for Tums River South for the first time tonight. Dom Spedalari. That last tackle made by the inside linebacker, the senior Stephen Carr.
Now, I will tell you, I watched Spedalari during warm-ups, and he was really inconsistent on his punts. He had a couple of good ones, but boy, he had a couple of really bad ones. So let's see his first time tonight. The Raiders will set up shop at about their own 35-yard line. Nassim Davis, the lone return guy.
Lurking around his 35-yard line. Let's check the snap here. It's low. Spedalari goes down to get it, hangs one into the air, pretty decent, all things considered, and takes a nice roll for Tums River South down the far right sideline, going out around the 20-yard line.
That was a great kick.
Well, got a great bounce, which you get on the turf sometimes. But so advantage Tums River East in terms of the adjustments at halftime. They come out offensively, go right down the field and score. And then really for the first time tonight, stop the Indians. A 3-and-out. The key to me on first down. Conover held to a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. 3-and-out, and now the Raiders, after that great opening drive of the third quarter, have the ball back again.
And that means Mike Goodall will come back on. The sophomore quarterback been very impressive tonight. Ground-heavy attack. 4-receiver set this time. Giannetti out of the pistol now. It will be Goodale. He will keep it. Bounces to the outside, 35. Comes to the 40, gets to the 45, at midfield. Going into the south sideline, is tackled. Running him down was Dominic Katz. Sophomore by class, Kevin, but he's showing the poise of an upperclassman.
Really impressive. And the fake to Giannetti just froze the South defense. Goodall is really disguising the ball well. And South went for that fake, and literally once he kept the ball and tucked it, there was nobody there. Cut outside, good speed, and goes down the sideline for a big gain.
Goodale will stay with this open set. Ball on the right hash mark. Giannetti the single back. Smith in the slot to the left. Indians with 4 down linemen. No safety over the top. Not worried about any kind of throw. Busted play, it looks like, in the backfield, and Goodale this time will pay the price, but flags coming in from all directions. Stop made by Akinlolu, but let's check. There are 1, 2, 3 flags that were thrown.
I don't know what this one is.
Face mask?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, high school is a game of momentum, and the momentum is fully on the shoulders of the team in black, that's for sure.
That'll be a personal foul, 15 yards. That'll take it down to about the 25-yard line. Even more than, 25. Sit right on the 25. So the busted play ends up being a good play for the Raiders.
No gain, now plus 15. 1st and 10 for Tums River East. 7:15 and rolling in the third quarter. Another busted play. Goodale was not expecting the snap. It went right off of his shoulder pads, it looked like, and then fell right down on the ground in front of him. Fortunate to grab it.
Very fortunate. He was actually looking to take one of the motion men and move him, and was looking to the right. Fortunately, as you said, the snap hit him right in the chest and kind of bounced right down, and again got a good bounce on the turf.
Yeah, blame that one on the center. One snap too early, one count too early.
Liam Meekum, the senior center, wears number 65. He's been sharp tonight. That last miscue costing the Raiders 2 yards. 2nd and 12. 6.5 to go, third quarter. It's 17-14 in favor of Tums River South. 2-back set. Out of the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Smith just dodging his way through the line. Gets to the 20-yard line. Gains 7. It will be 3rd and 5. Akinlolu with the stop.
4 down territory.
No question.
3rd and 5. You got 2 chances to run the football here.
When Smith runs it, Kevin, between the tackles, I don't think anybody from South can see him.
Yeah, he hides pretty good, and he hits the hole in a hurry.
He does. Good call, Kevin. Just going to say that. He hits it like a shot. Look for the big guy now.
It's Giannetti who will go to the left of Goodale. Smith to the right. 2-back set, shotgun formation. 2 receivers up top, 1 near sideline right. On the ground, it is Giannetti. He will run and carry a tackler for a first down, 6-yard pickup to the 14-yard line.
Boy, I'm very impressed by Giannetti, both sides of the football.
Jerry Ferrigno was the player who made the tackle and went for a little bit of a ride.
And that's another first down. Move those chains.
You talk about a tale of 2 halves, huh? Woo.
Indians can't stop them.
Just the opposite of the first half. The Raiders couldn't stop the Indians. And they're eating the quarter up this third quarter. 5:05 and running.
Not much left here. Shotgun Goodale. This time Giannetti will lead the way for Goodale. Quarterback run. He continues to bust his way forward. That's going to be an 11-yard pickup. Man, for a sophomore quarterback, he is showing no fear continuing to run the football.
And again, as we did with South in the first half, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Raider offensive line. They are winning the battle up front. There's been no plays made at the line of scrimmage. Everything is almost, a few yards downfield, and there's been a lot of open space. You guys talked about that wide gap they used. They're using it in the second half, but on the left side, to me, it looks like.
Yeah, totally agree, Kevin. It's gone that direction with Brady Gibbons and Joe Ganello, the left side of the line. This is Smith, right side. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Nobody touched him. Came around right end. 4-yard touchdown run. The Raiders will take the lead 20-17 with the extra point upcoming.
Well, a terrific third quarter so far for Tums East. Back-to-back scoring drives. Methodical, all on the ground. Couple of big plays here and there, but the Indians defensively right now have no answer for the Raider attack.
Costa on for the extra point out of the hold of Totten. Vince Casella, the long snapper. This one wobbling left, but does hook in through the left upright. 21-17, 4:23 remaining in the third quarter. This is Ocean County football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. We duck out for 30 seconds. Back with more on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Visit BumRogersTavern.com. They've got a big event coming up Sunday. Bum Rogers, a block party outside, all for the benefit of the PBAs from both Berkeley Township and Seaside Park, and the Seaside Park Fire Department. Should be a great day Sunday over there in South Seaside Park.
Fasikin back deep with Hibbert.
Matt, I got one for you. Where did Costa come from? Because he's got some foot.
Soccer.
You got it.
That was easy, Ed. I didn't even know. I didn't know that. That's an easy answer.
That's why I asked you.
Ball bobbled a couple times on the kickoff. Finally picked up by Demola Fasikin. Lucky for Toms River South. Get out to the 27-yard line. That could have been disaster for the Indians. It's now Toms River East who leads this one 21-17. 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. Both of these teams 0-2, but I think each has realized the importance of trying to avoid the dreaded 0-3 start.
Manalapan has opened up a 49-22 lead on Freehold Township. It's Lacey has scored, but they still trail Wall 21-7. That game late in the third quarter.
Turn here for the Indian offense, who trails for the first time tonight. The senior quarterback, Sam Conover. He'll pitch it near sideline. Hibbert makes one-man miss, gets 30, 35, stiff arms a tackler. Late tackle coming in. Some jawing back and forth a little bit. It was Giannetti who made the stop. Yeah, and I'm not sure he just realized he cost his team 15 more yards.
Yeah, 10 yards out of bounds. That's not a smart play, and that won't please the East coaching staff for sure. By the way, first score we've gotten from this one tonight, and it looks like it's going to be an impressive win for Keyport. They lead Manchester 33-6 late in the third quarter.
Rumpson has scored again at Brick Memorial. They lead it 14-0.
15-yard penalty. Giannetti just called off by his coaching staff.
All right, Brick has gone ahead of Freehold 14-8 on a Leblo touchdown run late in the third quarter.
We're going to 4:07 remaining as the Indians have it 1st and 10, now inside of Raider territory at the East 42. Inside carry. This is Hibbert, downfield 30, ducks to the sideline 25, steps out right around that 25-yard line spot.
Yeah, that inside counter's worked all night, Matt.
And I really do root for this young man. You know, Matt, you mentioned the word perseverance earlier. Again, Hibbert, a senior, has not gotten on the field as a varsity player because the last couple of years, I think even as a freshman, he suffered injuries before the opening game of the season and missed the entire year. Easy to bail on the sport of football, but he's playing and certainly contributing tonight.
He will go wing to the right side, Carlson to the left. Carlson will motion. Inside counterplay, Akinlolu gets dragged down quickly. Good stop right at the line of scrimmage by Ahmed Mohammed. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Looked like there was a hole, too. When he made the handoff, you saw space, but Mohammed closed it down quickly, and if he did not, there was a lot of room to run. So basically no gain on that one, 2nd down and 10.
John Tomoni has come in as a wide receiver for the Indians for the first time tonight. Hibbert in motion. He'll get the pitch short side. Makes one man miss, 25, gets down inside the 20. Run down, they'll mark it at the 17-yard line. Going to be 2 yards shy, maybe a little less than 2 yards shy of a first down.
Little stutter step there allowed him to juke the one defender who had a chance to make a play at the line of scrimmage. And we are clearly in 4-down territory, so South will have 2 plays to get the 2 yards. Sure they'd like to get it on this one, though.
Clock is stopped with 3:12 remaining in the third quarter. Raiders 21, Indians 17. Ball sitting left hash mark at the Raider 17-yard line. Wing receiver combo either direction. Akinlolu in the 3-point stance. He'll get it, just go right behind the center and get to the 15-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for a first down.
It is, Matt.
Liam Meekum made the stop.
Well, yep, it is right on the line. On the 15.
New set of downs here for Tums River South. Just like the first half did, the third quarter flying by. We're inside of 3 minutes remaining. Akinlolu as the single back. Here's the pitch, wide side of the field. Squire hops through one tackle, dragged down 15-yard line. Pickup of a yard.
It was Giannetti again. I think there's an Indian player down.
I think it's Squire who carried the football.
You are correct, Matt. It is Squires, and another great job by Giannetti closing that off. It looked like he had some room on the corner. He shoots out of that middle linebacking spot.
Dan Kraszewski, the athletic trainer for Tums River South, and Jake McCarthy, the athletic trainer for Tums River East, both attending the Squire.
We'll keep a look on the sophomore Travis Squire.
Matt, we've got Giannetti for 6 solo tackles, 10 overall. That's a pretty good night's work, and there's a quarter plus left in this one.
And 2 touchdowns. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and 2 touchdowns. This really has turned out to be an excellent football game. Looks like they're working on the leg. Maybe the right leg?
I think it's a cramp.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, that would be great news.
I mean, if it can't be a knee, because he's pounding that knee down, up and down, so, and he's rubbing his calf, so I'm going to say it's a cramp.
The wind probably coming across on our broadcast. It's been steady throughout. It's picked up a little bit. Nothing crazy, though.
No, it's breezy, but it hasn't affected kickers at all. Both kickers doing a tremendous job. You know, in high school, I think you get 3 weeks to cramp up. After 3 weeks, there's no more cramps allowed. Definitely a cramp. Problem with cramps, as both you guys know, is that, you know, you think it's okay, you water up, you know, and Gatorade up, but then they come back very easily.
The problem is for a guy like Squire, Ed, is if he's got it now, there's a pretty good chance even if he works it out, it might come back.
It's coming back, you're right.
He is helped off. And now with 2:32 remaining, that's about the only thing that has slowed the offenses here tonight, an injury timeout. Indians will come back on. Hibbert and Carlson will go to those wing spots. Akinlolu as the single back. Matteo up top, and John Timoni the other receiver. This is Conover, going to call his own number, get down inside the 5. That's going to be first and goal to go from the 4-yard line with 2 minutes remaining.
I'll tell you what was great about that run. Conover was so patient. He faked the handoff, and he kind of just worked it, like wormed his way through the line of scrimmage. There wasn't a big hole. He just found the little seam. There was a blocker in front of him, and he all of a sudden you look down, and he's got first down and goal.
21-17 Raiders. Indians trying to change that, grab the lead back in what's been a back-and-forth game. Akinlolu single back. Conover, reverse option, flag out, ball popped up.
Down.
East has it.
The Raiders do.
Falling on it looked like Yusef Ahmed. We will check the flag, but it is clearly Raider football off the turnover.
And you are correct, Matt. Ahmed did get it.
There is a flag.
You know, it looked like Conover got the ball high in the air, almost. Yeah, I don't know what he was really doing there, but.
Well, he turned his back to everybody, and I think he took a shot in the back, and the ball popped out at the same time.
East is not going to get this ball. It is on East. I don't know what the penalty was.
Well, somebody watch out for Kyle Sandberg. Because
face mask. Kyle Sandberg has not had any of these types of calls go his team's direction tonight.
It's a half the distance, so it's only a 2-yard penalty.
That's irrelevant.
Puts it to the 2-yard line.
Keeping the ball is what it's all about.
Negates the turnover. That could be a game changer right there.
Conover over to the sideline right now, talking.
That's a personal foul, so it's an automatic first down.
Ball to 2. Indians have 4 chances to get it in, retake the lead. Buck 27 remaining here in the third quarter. Conover.
Nothing fancy here.
Akinlolu. They'll call his number right up the middle, down towards the goal line. Touchdown, Tums River South.
Straight dive, Matt.
2-yard touchdown run coming for Sam Akinlolu. (23-21) Indians. Extra point coming, the all-important extra point by Matt Ickes. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. Barely got it off as the Raiders sent a lot of pressure. 24-21. Tums River South, we step out for 30 seconds, 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. We're back at a half minute with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
It's the Jersey Shore's best time of the year at Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event. The crowds are gone, but the no money down deals are still here on Ford's hottest models, like the stylish 2018 Ford Explorer, America's best full-size pickup, the Ford F-150, and the best-in-class Ford Escape SUV. Plus, Seabreeze Ford has over 100 certified pre-owned cars on hand for the Shore's best selection. Locals rule at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35 in Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com. Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event is underway.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Again, coming up at the end of tonight's game, the Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies Player of the Game, and there are a lot of candidates for this one. This one will go down to the wire.
Here's the ensuing kickoff. Zykowski will squib it, make the second level. It just gets fallen on right there by Giannetti.
Somebody must have heard me, Matt.
Yeah.
Finally a squib. By the way, Rumson has scored again, and the Mustangs have come right back with a score. So that game, with 8 minutes left, it's 21-7 Rumson.
Our game 24-21, minute 18 to go in the third quarter. First opportunity for bragging rights in Tums River.
Raiders at their third possession of the second half. Their first two resulted in touchdowns.
Mike Goodile, the sophomore, has been sharp running this offense. Contogianis coming in, extra blocker. He's setting the edge as a wing to the right side. Goodale will keep it. Nice cutback against the grain. Gets to the 34-yard line, gain of about 6. Tobin on the tackle.
By the way, Conover is now in on defense, likely because of Squire went out. Conover normally a starting safety on this team. They didn't want to play him on defense tonight, but the Squire injury, who, by the way, was running up and down the sidelines, probably trying to convince somebody he can play.
He's still stretching his calf out right now. He does not have his helmet on, so he's still trying to work through that cramp. 4-man front for the Indians. 35 seconds remaining. Goodale waiting for the snap. Gets it. Gives to Alex Smith. Runs through a couple of tackles and then gets yanked down by Keith Calloway, the defensive end, but not before a 5-yard run. That's a first down, and let's see if Tums River East wants to keep moving here. They don't have to snap it in this third quarter. Goodale looking to the sideline. They don't appear to be in any big rush with.
Now they're going to try to run one.
The clock now down to 10. Goodale looking. Clock now down to 6. To the line of scrimmage. Clock now down to 3. See if they get it off. They do. Last play of the quarter. Smith running left. Goes through one Jersey tackle. Cuts back not once but twice at midfield. Bounces off a tackle. Picks up 13. First down carry for Alex Smith. And that takes us to the end of the third quarter. It is Tums River South 24. Tums River East 21. Last 12 minutes start in 60 seconds with more Ocean County football. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's 92.7 WOBM, ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com.
Welcome to Mo! Okay, hi, what are we doing today?
I need something that screams something fun. Nothing too on the face, nothing too off the face, but also totally on.
So I have the perfect thing. It's the Mo's food mullet. You're totally business in the front, but tailgate in the back. It's a fat party. People are having fun. You know, snap. All your friends are going to be like, whoa, awesome setup. Everyone else is going to be all jelly, okay?
Just like a killer mullet, Mo's Catering will turn the back of your ride into a tailgate party that's sure to turn some heads. Just order ahead and pick it up on your way.
Visit Mo's in Tums River, located in the Cole Shopping Center.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Tums River.
A Town Square media station.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit shoresportsnetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Start of the fourth quarter. Just coming back from the break, Frank Giannetti running it off the right side. Picks up good yardage, first down yardage. East driving yet again, trailing by 3. 24-21 Indians clinging to a 3-point advantage. Raiders have it 1st and 10 from the south 37-yard line. Shotgun formation for Goodell. Gets the snap. He'll keep it. Quarterback counter to the right side. Bouncing off of 1-2 tackles down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Callaway with the stop, 5-yard pickup. It is 2nd and 5.
Ferrigno had a chance to make the play pretty much at the line of scrimmage, but Goodell eluded that, and then Callaway brought him down. But every play here has been positive yardage, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards this whole second half for the Raiders. They have just grounded it out and got them right back in this game.
You know, all runners tonight, and I mean on both sides, the yards after contact have been tremendous.
Goodell here, single back set with Smith. Davis in motion. Jet sweep set up to the left side. Nothing doing this time around, running right into
ball's out.
Kenny Johnson, number 30. Ball did pop out, but I think
The
East
Raiders
get it back.
Yeah, they did. Give it to number 75 on the recovery.
That would be Joe Ganello, the senior left tackle.
In the right spot at the right time. Actually picked up a couple extra yards on the recovery, but now it's a 3rd and long.
3rd about 6. We're just about 2 minutes in to this fourth quarter.
Kenny Johnson did a nice job of blowing that play up from his defensive end spot.
Ball sitting 33-yard line on the south side of midfield. 2-back set. Giannetti now goes to the right of Goodell. They will give it to the fullback. Giannetti's going to have a first down right up the gut. Quick hitter to the 25-yard line. Gain of 8. Conover has to come up from the safety spot to make the tackle.
Nothing fancy. Nice job by the interior of that Raider offensive line. Gibbons, Meekum, Ahmed, Carr and Ganello on the outside from the tackle spots. They 60 yards rushing in the first half. They've doubled that probably in the second half. Really a ground assault here for the guys in the black jerseys and black pants.
Goodell looks at the wristband. Sends Davis in motion from right to left. Twins left, single receiver up top right. Smith gets it. Trying to get to the edge right side. He'll cut back far side number and get inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Spedalari on the tackle.
Yeah, Spedalari did a nice job from his inside linebacker spot of getting outside and forcing Smith back inside where there was help to finish it up. You don't want to get Alex to turn the corner because he's got good speed.
Still got 3, 2nd and 7. Raiders taking their time here in between plays, getting the signal sent in.
They got to hustle here, though. They're taking a little bit too much time.
Don't want to burn a timeout here.
Exactly, or a 5-yard penalty.
Back judge has started his count.
You're going to have to burn one.
I don't think Goodell sees it.
Timeout.
Timeout will come.
That's the second time tonight they've had to do that, and I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, and he's going to get a warning, too, I bet, because he was on the numbers when he called that timeout, Kyle Sandberg.
Well, they gave him the TO, so they'll have time to get back in the huddle now and come up with a play here on 2nd down and about 7.
Pretty good job by these officials, by the way.
This crew's done a nice job.
Done a nice job. This is not an easy game to referee because of all the running plays and the potential holdings and stuff. They've called a couple on each team, a couple of face masks, which are obvious calls. But both teams running their offense pretty efficiently.
You're listening live to us here at 92.7 WOBM FM, shoresportsnetwork.com. Hope you are enjoying our continuing coverage, hello to us watching on our video stream. At the controls tonight, Brad Bioroscano, Greg Lerner, Vin Ebino upstairs. Ed Sarlucas down on the field. Kevin Williams to my right. I'm Matt Harmon. This has been a good one so far. The Battle of Tums River, edition number 1 of 2018. Indians up 24-21. Big second down and long. Goodale gets to the 21-yard line. Gain there of 2. Stopped by Johnson.
You know, I was just going to say, we don't know who's winning this one, but whoever loses it, it's going to be a heartbreaking loss, that's for sure.
3rd down and about 6. We are clearly in 4-down territory, but, you know, you almost feel when you have the ball on offense, you have to score because
exactly.
You can't stop the other team.
Yeah, I just feel both teams deserve to win this game. And as we said, I don't know who's going to win it.
Nichols to the right, Engelhard to the left. We haven't said much about the receivers tonight for either team. It's been run, run, run. This is Goodale. Fake jet sweep. Quarterback run off the right side. On 3rd and 6, he's going to get 7 and get his way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if they put it on the line, it's a first down. And they do. First down.
Move those chains. Move those chains. Been saying that all night long. Boy, there have not been too many stops.
It could be a record for first downs by 2 teams.
Coming up on 7 minutes remaining.
So I think each team has punted once, right? East punted in the first half and South punted in the second half.
Split back set for Goodale. Giannetti left, Smith right. It'll be Giannetti. Quick cutback off the right side, running through tacklers and carrying one more inside the 5 to the 3. 1st and goal coming for Tums River East. It was Tobin who got in the way of the touchdown.
I mean, it's been an offensive clinic and a defensive nightmare. A wide receiver has not caught a pass tonight, and I think only once or twice has been thrown to.
Might as well just put some extra linemen out there. Get rid of the White House.
Go with the triple tight end.
6:20 to go. Giannetti, right side, looking for another score. Bouncing it off. Ball popped out. I think the Raiders fell on it. You'll get a signal for a touchdown.
53, Matt.
That ball came out, and as Ed just gave you the call, Brady Gibbons, the junior offensive lineman.
Wow.
He wasn't expecting to have his name in the box score, but it will be.
How about going almost from a disaster to jubilation for the Raiders?
Yeah, Giannetti fumbled out on about the 1-yard line, fighting for extra yards. It squirted out, and Brady got it about 4 yards deep in the end zone.
Big extra point here.
Costa to set his team up by 4. Got it through the uprights. 28-24 Raiders. 6:09 to go. 4th quarter. We're out for 30 seconds. Back with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM, ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Thinking about buying new furniture and mattresses? Don't wait. It's Value City Furniture's 50% off and more sale. 50% off and more on all living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, even Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. Get 36 months no interest with no minimum purchase, unlike other stores. 60 months on Tempur-Pedic, plus up to $300 bonus furniture. Free delivery with no minimum purchase. And up to 70% off closeouts, floor samples, and manager specials. Visit one of our 8 New Jersey locations or check us out at ValueCityNJ.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Hey, football fans, did you know that Moe's Southwest Grill caters? They deliver the ultimate Southwest experience right to your tailgate. Plus, every order comes with free chips and salsa. Order today at Moe's.com/catering or visit the Moe's of Tums River in the Kohl's Shopping Center. Might stop there on the way home.
6:09 remaining. Another scoring drive. This one for Tums River East, who has seized back the lead 28-24 after a fumble in the end zone. grabbed by Brady Gibbons, one of the offensive linemen. Costa to kick off. Wobbly kick, kicking around off a weird bounce of the football. Now picked up by Fasikin, and he is taken down shy of the 30-yard line at the 27. Now it's the Indians' turn to see if they can continue this offensive night for both teams.
You know, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say if you're South, you feel offensively you have to score. Number one, you may not get the ball again. 6 minutes, the drives have been long, and if you even got the ball back, there's been no indication you can stop East. So
they've been long drives and time-consuming drives.
So I think if you're Tums over South, you take the attitude, this is the last time we're going to have the ball. We've got to score.
Hibbert and Carlson, the wings either direction. Conover, late pitch, Hibbert, a lot of room in front of him, 30, 35, 40. One man to beat who will make the tackle. That is Nassim Davis, who was the only guy in a black jersey on about half of the field.
Yeah, if he could have juked him, he's down the sidelines, probably going to score.
And that was one big play already out to the 41-yard line. Gain of about 13. Indians in and out of the huddle.
Rick leads Freehold 21-15, 7.5 minutes left in that one.
Receiver left, trips right. That's the wide side of the field. Akinlolu running the option here with Conover, who will keep it himself. Ball popped out. Raiders have it. Conover hit as he tried to turn upfield.
56, Matt.
Grabbed by Tums River East. Big hit, and it's Mohammed Ahmed on the recovery.
Well, I tell you, Conover was devastated, put his hands over his helmet. Could not believe he fumbled in that situation. And the Raiders, for all intents and purposes, if they can get 42 yards, will consult this one away.
Quite the turn of events. Raiders, who have not won a game in this series since 2011, 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from grabbing their first one of the year and breaking that string. Two-back set with Goodale, who's trying to deliver an exclamation point on a great night for the Raider offense. Smith right into the line, 41-yard line, gain of 2.
Matt and Kevin, I'll bring this up now, but the last couple of series, Stephen Carr, number 54, has been cramping up. You can see he's grabbing his right calf. Now, I only say that because he's got an important job. He is the Raider punter. So just in case he's got to punt the ball here, if the Raiders don't pick up a couple of first downs, look for that.
Taking all the time that they can in between plays. Good pickup, Ed. Second down and a long 8. From the pistol and a two-back set. Goodale gives it to Smith. Sweep to the left side. He squirts to the 39-yard line. Gain there of 2, and for one of the first times tonight, I'll say it, a huge third down.
Yeah, South has come up big on those first 2 downs right there.
By the way, Conover did a nice job coming up from the safety spot and forced the play inside, and where he had help to finish it up.
4 minutes remaining. 4-point lead for East. Ball left hash mark. Indians were showing blitz, and then looking to the sideline was Goodale.
Do you dare throw it here and look for your first completion of the night?
Smith in the slot to the left. Davis in the slot to the right. Back judge starting to count. Timeout. Tums River East. They use their second. They've got 1 left. With 3:39 remaining, we will keep it here, 28-24. Ed, this has been a fun game.
It's been a great game. I mean, you know, both teams have move the ball up and down the field. That's what people like to see. They love offense. And, I'm a defensive guy, but I have to give credit to these offenses. They have both played tremendously.
On the last drive, East had a 3rd and about 6. They ran Giannetti right up the middle.
Right.
He got 7 and the first down. So let's see if they do that here. And then we contemplate a little bit, if you don't get the first, what do you do on 4th down?
Oh, you're punting.
You got to punt.
Okay.
Oh, without a doubt. That's why I bring up Carr.
I mean, unless it's maybe 4th and inches. Then maybe you think about going for it because you'd be inside your 35-yard line.
So I think it's safe to say at this point, this is the play of the game here.
I'm going to make the Indians go 90 yards if I have to. Remember, field goal does them no good. They need 6.
Slot receiver sets either direction. Ball sitting here, left hash mark. 3:39 remaining. Raiders up 28-24. It is 3rd down and 7. Here's Goodale bouncing it to the outside. Akinlolu got him. He's going to be a half-yard shy.
I think they're going on 4th down.
No, I'm punting the ball.
They're going for it.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I said if you can get 4th and about a yard, then you think about it.
And it's 4th and less than a yard.
They're going to go to that wildcat look, I think, too. It'll be
South's going to call timeout.
Yeah, they had 3 left.
South will use 1. 3-0. Now the clock was moving. It shouldn't have been.
They've got to reset the clock.
Yeah, well, they just did. 3:14 is what they put it back to.
Okay.
28-24. Raiders lead this one. We've
Well,
been waiting for one of these games. We started week 0.
I'll tell you, we
week
have
1, week 2. This has been our best game of the season so far.
Listen, I mean, they're as evenly matched as can be, right? It doesn't matter what the records are. You want parity, and these two teams are pretty darn close, and they're so similar in that they've done all their damage on the ground. Neither has really been able to stop the other. The big play here, though, was the Conover fumble on the last South series that the Raiders recovered and put them in this position. Really, we're a yard here, they'll get a 1st down. South's only got 2 timeouts. So, they'll kill a lot of clock. I think we're going to see a lot of guys. The box is going to be filled right here.
They might try to draw them offside here.
Wildcat look. Smith, Giannetti in the backfield. Smith calling the cadence. He gets the snap. He runs to his right. He's trying to get the edge. He does. He's got a 1st down. Won't be by much, but it's enough.
Yeah, about a half a yard, Matt. They pick it up a half a yard.
Well, one guy was out on the edge, had a chance to make a play, and that was Demola Fasikin, but he's in that, that's a tough spot to be. You're out there one-on-one with a speedy back, and Smith was just able to elude him.
Well, he did a nice job. He basically did stop the play. However, it was a 1.5 yard gain. Did a nice job, but you're right, Kev. Almost an impossible task.
Clock moving, 2:40 remaining. Raiders just trying to hold on to the football. Back judge counting. Goodale got it all. This is Giannetti off the right side. That pile still moving forward from right to left. Indians have 2 timeouts remaining. It'll be 2nd down and about 5 coming up.
Yeah, that's a pretty good 1st down carry. Listen, if they get one more 1st down, this game is over.
Yeah, South will let this run here and then probably call a timeout on 3rd, and then if they go for it on 4th.
Got to make a defensive play here or make it a 3rd down and a challenge.
It's a Raider program which has gone through a lot of hard times. This would be one that you might be able to build on with a young backfield and a young quarterback in Mike Goodale. Waiting for the snap here on 2nd and 5. He will give it to Alex Smith, darting through the line. He's going to have a 1st down.
That's going to be pretty much the ball game.
Not yet, Matt.
Pretty much.
About a yard short. Maybe, that's close. Oh, he gave it to him. Wow.
That's what Matt said.
Good job, Matt.
Hey, you got young eyes up in the booth in Harmon.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
I'm only about 10 yards away.
Yeah, but you're old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, South has called a timeout, but
Indians have one left. So basically, I think they could take a knee and win this one.
1:27 remaining. They haven't taken the one timeout off the scoreboard yet. There they go. One per side.
Yeah,
That's what we sit with right now.
I don't think they have to run a play. I think they can go in victory formation, right? One timeout, three plays.
That is correct.
Yeah, they don't have to run a play. This one's over. Barring, a crazy thing, we've got to start thinking about our Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies player of the game. There are a couple of candidates, but I think we're eyeing our eyes on one. That's the second half. 260. Oh, okay, yeah, him. Okay, I got you.
1st and 10. They are not in victory formation. Goodale gets it. Handoff. Smith up the middle. 10-5. Touchdown. Exclamation point, Tums River East. For the first time since 2011, they will win the East-South battle.
Well, Raider Nation in their red, white, and blue is going to be the happy group leaving here tonight. And South will have to hold off on that planned idea to march in downtown.
Costa on 3-point.
What a second half performance by this Raider offense.
17-7, right, at halftime?
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Knuckles its way through and good. 35-24. This might sound like one of the craziest statements ever, but as we just did our math of thinking, do you have to run a play? Do you have to run a play?
Yeah.
Actually, Kevin, by giving South the football back, you've kept them in. I know it's unlikely, but
I
you've
know
kept
exactly
them in the
what
game.
you're saying. The only way South could have won would be to get the ball back, score, and then do an onside kick and get it back again.
You've given them that chance.
Yeah. I listen, for me personally, I don't think it was the right play. I think you go in victory formation. You take a knee on first down. They used their last timeout. You're at 1:10.
You do it twice and the game's over.
Game's over. They don't. So, but, it's easy to say we're up in the booth here.
East will come on and kick off. Indians have one timeout left and 1:19 on the clock. Be realistic, you'd have to score in 2-3 plays. Give yourself a chance on an onside kick. As they say, though, stranger things have happened. 35-24, Tums River East.
That touchdown was so easy. It was almost as if South tried to let them score, knowing that was their lone chance, like you guys have said.
Ball sitting right hash mark, step or two in. Costa approaches. Squib kick. Takes that high bounce. Grabbed by Akinlolu inside the 20. Wheeling his way forward. Gets to the 20-yard line. That's it. So you got to go 80 yards. And I would say in the span of about half of what's left, there's 1:10 on there. Get an onside kick and then get the football back and hope that you've got time for a heave or two down the field. You got a trick play. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Conover will come back on. Problem for this Indian offense is they have not used the passing game at all. Now all of a sudden you've got to. Give up the middle goes to Akinlolu.
Just hoping maybe you can fool them and break a big running play.
Timeout will be taken on the Indian side of things. That's the last one. 61 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 35-24. It's been fun to be here. These Tums River games, if you catch them on the right night, there's so many little twists and turns in the story.
Well, we do have to make a final decision on our Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies player of the game. I don't know if you guys are convinced you have the right candidate.
I got two guys.
Well, you can only pick one, though.
I understand. I gave you my choice.
You did?
Yeah, I thought
You just
I
said
did.
you got two.
I do, but if you guys go with the other one, you convinced me.
All right, Ed.
Now he's playing mind games with us.
You want the name?
2nd and 8. Conover under center. Motions Carlson. Inside carry again. Akinlolu gets forward 35-yard line. Get yourself to the line of scrimmage quick. The clock stops as the chains move.
No timeouts.
You gotta throw it. Conover, I think, is going to spike the football. And does. He will stop the clock with 54 seconds remaining, 53.8 to be exact.
How sweet must this be for the Raiders seniors who have not known a victory over their crosstown rivals and will play them for the last time and get a W. And I do agree with you, by the way. I think there are two candidates.
And they both live in the backfield of the Raiders.
Yep. The difference is one plays both ways.
And one of them had about 20 tackles on defense.
Here's Conover rolling. He's under pressure. Thrown against his body. Goes to the sideline. Was looking for Hibbert. That's broken up by Nassim Davis. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 48 seconds remaining.
Matt, are you on board with that choice?
I am.
Okay, so our Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies player of the game will be linebacker, fullback Frankie Giannetti. Stood out on both sides of the ball. Greg Lerner says in the second half alone, was that for the game? His numbers. Second half. In the second half alone, 7 carries, 62 yards. Along with, of course, what he did defensively on a night dominated by offense.
Conover setting up a screen. Akinlolu catches it, and he is dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Kanto Giannis.
It was a nice play. You just don't have a passing game.
30 seconds remaining. Indians back to the line.
Clock's moving.
And it's going quick. Down to 20. 4th and 10. Inside carry. Nothing doing. Raiders will get the football back, and they will get their first win of the season here in 2018.
They got to snap it once. The clock stops on a change of possession.
Well, the Indians led it 17-7 at the half, had all the momentum. You know, maybe one of the key plays, let's not forget the opening kickoff of the third quarter when Alex Smith, with the great return, set up East in terrific position. They went right down in like 3 minutes and scored. And really, the offense never stopped. Every possession they had.
Raiders will take this momentum into a Week 4 matchup at home with Red Bank Catholic.
Yeah, boy, they'll need a lot of momentum next week. They had the ball 4 times right in the second half. East scored all 4. Touchdowns on all 4 drives. Can't do any better than that.
Victory look here for Tums River East. Goodale takes a knee. 2-8 a season ago. They're halfway to matching their win total with the first one tonight as Kyle Sandberg gets the water bucket treatment.
Well, for a young coach to get a win over your crosstown rival, or one of them for the first time, clearly has to be a highlight. And while they may face a incredible, unlikely task of beating Red Bank Catholic next week, I guarantee you it'll be a good weekend. It'll be a spirited practice on Monday. Meanwhile, Toms River South has to try and put it back with the injuries and problems they have. This has got to be a low moment for them.
Indians next week will be on the road at Long Branch, at Ocean, at Toms River North.
Tough grind. Tough grind. So Toms River East ends that 6-year losing streak. First guy in line for the Raiders is Mike Goodall. And boy, let a lot of credit for the sophomore quarterback who I thought executed the offense to perfection tonight. Did a terrific job handing off, keeping, whatever it was he had to do. I was very, very impressed by him. That all underclassmen backfield. 14 of the 22 starters for East tonight on the field were underclassmen. So, listen, the future, it's been a tough few years over at Raider Way, but maybe the future's looking a little better.
Goodell able to celebrate with his teammates. We'll hold here for just a second. Ed will grab our player of the game, which is number 44, the junior two-way standout, Frankie Giannetti. I think Ed's going to be able to get him real quick right now, so let's go down to the field, check in with the coach.
I am with our Ocean Trophies player of the game, Frank Giannetti. Frank, both sides of the football tonight. What's this feel like right now?
It feels amazing, you know. First time in 6 years we've been able to get the W. It feels awesome. I'm so proud of my team and everything that we've done.
You know, we mentioned that during the course of that last quarter, that first time the seniors have experienced a win against South.
We're so happy that younger classmen can help them get there. It's something they've wanted for all 4 years, and we finally got them there. We're just so happy to be here.
You know, Smitty did a tremendous job running the ball and good out from outside. You did the job inside from tackle to tackle. Tell us about those runs.
That's just, it's my job. You know, I'm a fullback. I don't really go outside the tackle, so I got to get it done in between. That's all.
You know, second half alone, over 60 yards in the second half. The only mistake you really made was that fumble on the goal line, but worked out pretty good for you, huh?
Yeah, we got pretty lucky there. That's Brady Gibbons. He had that touchdown, but I got to give him everything. If he wasn't there, we would have been different.
Defensively, you know, you were all over the field on defense, had close to 20 tackles.
Well, I just try to play my best every game. That's all I do.
Hey, I know one guy on the sideline on the staff is pretty proud of you.
Yeah, my dad's a coach, and he just shows up and coaches me like I'm a regular player. You know, it's great to see him there, but I get treated like everyone else. I'm just really proud of that.
Well, congratulations, Frank. Only a junior, maybe one of many. You never know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Get your picture there, Frank.
Frankie Giannetti, our Jersey Mike's Ocean Trophies player of the game, really did it on both sides of the ball tonight. And on a night that was really dominated by offense, his defense might have been one of the big differences in this one and allowed the Raiders to pull out a great come-from-behind victory.
Yeah, really good matchup tonight. Even teams, good game, a lot of energy. Just what you would expect, Kevin, from a rivalry.
Yeah, it was terrific, Matt. Really a good night here at Detweiler Stadium. We always say this is such a great setting, and to have a really good game here, just a terrific Friday night. And I know the South fans will go home disappointed, but it was just a great, great night of football here. And East deserved this one. You know, they were down 17-7, had that tough call on the last play of the first half. Could have gone in the tank, but you got to give them credit. They came out ready to play football in the second half. I thought they earned the victory.
All right, we say goodnight here from Tums River High School South as you were just watching the Raider celebration over with the student body. A great turnout from both schools tonight. The energy was fantastic in this one. We will wrap up.
Yeah, just want to give our special thanks, as we always do. First of all, the coaching staffs of both teams, Kyle Sandberg and the guys from High School East, Ron Signorino Jr. and those from South. Billy Madigan, the athletic coordinator here at Tums River South, for his hospitality. Of course, District Athletic Director Ted Gillen. We thank all of them for allowing us to be here tonight. And you can wrap it up with big kudos for the best on the hardest working crew in sports.
Yeah, fantastic job as always by our main man back in the studios tonight. That is Scott. Vin Ebino upstairs running the cameras. Brad Bioroscano and Greg Lerner inside here. Ed Sar, Luca, our man in the field. Kevin Williams, my partner. Matt Harmon, for all of us here at the Shore Sports Network. We say so long from Detweiler Stadium. A big win for Tums River East tonight. They take it 35-24 over the Indians. We will be back with you on Wednesday night talking high school football as we always do. Go to shoresportsnetwork.com. Download the Shore Sports Network app for the most up-to-date scoreboard during the course of the weekend. Enjoy the rest of your football Saturday.